Hallihallo, Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zurück bei dem verrückten Vogel aus der Nachbarschaft, Motor hier. Und heute geht's wieder ein bisschen weiter mit oh Gott, jetzt geht's los, Mann. Mit FTO, Mann, FTO, Fade Grand Order geht's hier, ey. Muss ich gleich mal drauf einen Schluck trinken, ey, sonst fängt wieder richtig gut an. Ja. So, heute sind wir mal wieder auf Kick, YouTube und Trovo unterwegs, weil yes, es ist wieder soweit, Ich habe mir auch gerade noch mal im Spätverlauf habe ich gemerkt, ach scheiße, ich muss mir noch ein bisschen Tee machen, ansonsten gehe ich ja schon frühzeitig krachen, oder besser gesagt mehr oder weniger meine Stimme vom ganzen Vorgelesen, ne? Und ja, da würde ich mal sagen, legen wir auch schon mal sofort los. So, warte mal, du kannst minimiert werden. So, pausiert. Und dann wollen wir mal. Fade. Ganz viel Fade. So. Gelockt und gesichert. Und dann würde ich mal sagen, let's go. Tee muss noch ein bisschen ziehen. Wie gesagt, ich habe den ja gerade erst aufgegossen. Richtig geil. Und jetzt Daumen drücken, dass ich wieder das scheiß Konverter aussetzt, ne? Ich hasse das Ding wie die Pest. So, Avalon Lafay. So, genau. Londinio mehrmals letztens Woodwus gekillt. Da bin ich mal gespannt, was jetzt kommt, weil das ist jetzt sozusagen noch der Abschluss. Also noch eine ganze Menge zu lesen. Hey, Smoky Fever! How's it going? Morning, time to log in. Yes. How's it going? Hope you have a great morning then. For me, it's early afternoon. So hey, I hope you had a great sleep. Welcome. Voodoo's army is on the run. The battle is over. All non-combatants can come out from hiding. All medics assemble at the main gate. And any enemy soldiers who surrendered peacefully will be taken to the site of the future Western Residential District. Those who wish for a visit, please speak to the Kenwood Brigade. Chilling! Well, that's good to hear. Well, I pretty much got woken up in the early morning. Normally I have night shift and sleeping through, but I got a new sideboard because I'm somewhat preparing new furniture for my room. So yeah, in the future I also gonna get like a pet cam, and I gonna get a new pet, but I think it's still a long time, a little bit of a long time, because I need to be on a waiting list. But yeah, I'm probably also gonna try out. So I already have like a cam for live streaming from mobile. So I'm probably gonna live stream like from if I'm outside, like if I go maybe dog walking or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, that will still be a lot of time. I need also to test out how all things function, right? So yeah. Need to take a better look then into that, how all works and stuff, ne? So, I repeat, Woodwu's army's on the run. Victory is ours. Oh yeah, God, have to. It wasn't easy, but we made it. Yes, somehow. Thank goodness everyone is okay. No, wait, everyone's not okay. Percival still hasn't moved since he collapsed. We have to treat him right away. Gareth! Could you bring Red Rabbit over here now? We have to hurry to Percival. Na dann. Go. Woodwus died in battle. Around 20% of the Fang Clan attackers have surrendered, and are now POs of the Round Table Army. The rest fled toward Oxford. Without Woodwus to lead them, I doubt the Fang Clan will continue to function as an army. We've made it past our second obstacle, though not without sacrifice. I'd say that takes care of most of the obstacles here in the south. What do you think, Count? I'd say so. I think we have enough of a foundation here to make a move on Camelot if you have to. Attribution has wrung 2 belts, and with her companions she defeated Woodwus. And most importantly, it's wonderful how she didn't mistreat the Fang Clan after winning. She didn't pursue the fairies who fled, and she's treating those who surrendered with care and respect. She truly embodies the Round Table's army vision. A world where humans and fairies can coexist in peace, free from the Queen's oppressive regime. I'd say this puts the true child of prophecy on, at a minimum equal moral footing with the Queen. That's right, we have no desires to kill all fairies. We had no choice but to fight Woodwoo since he aligned himself with the Queen, but the Fang clan is still essential for keeping Britain safe. I can't imagine Norwich is the last reseal of the global calamity. No matter how strong they may be, the Tamlin are still just individuals. If there's going to be a large outbreak of Moors, then we need the Fang clan to combat them. So once the Round Table army regroups and officially occupies Oxford, indeed the question is, who will lead the Fang clan? Percival would be the best choice if he hadn't been the one to kill Woodwoos. The Fang clan won't follow him now. Lord Bogart, who was banished to the Sheffield, would have been a good choice too if he were still alive. Hey, wait! Ich weiß schon wer. Well, don't you worry, I'll find someone who can fill the position. Ich glaube, ich weiß, wer kommt. Of Thal Altruist, now the Child of Prophecy, who will defeat the Queen in both name and deed. So we're only going to get more supporters, and not just from Norwich and Salisbury. All we have to do is find a natural leader who's familiar with the Fang clan from among them. No, the real question is what comes next. We may no longer have to worry about being backstabbed, but we do need to decide whether to march on Camelot or go ring the other bells. You do have to weigh your options very carefully when you're only working with half an army. Ja gut, ne? Round Table aber Medical Tent. Der Percy, der Gute. Jetzt pisst's auch noch, Mann. I can hear the rain. It's 2013. I still live in the Salisbury Cathedral rearing house. It's my birthday. It's a happy day. Today I was chosen from among many other candidates to wield the spear of selection. It's the day the Mirror Clan who predicted the event of the Child of Prophecy disappeared from Britain. And uff. Schaut echt traurig. It's the day the person I love most despaired over the thing she loves most. Ooh. Sorry to keep you waiting, Lady Altria. Don't worry, I have good news. Commander Percival has regained consciousness. He's recovered at an incredible rate. In fact, he says he's as good as new. He really has reached the limits of human ability. Anyway, when I told him you would like to see him, he asked me to let you in right away. Oh, thank goodness. He really had me worried for a while. That's great, then let's go celebrate our victory. Yeah, he deserves all the credit in the world for securing the Round Table's army's victory. Flaps. Ooh. Huh? Thank you for coming all this way, Altria Imoto. Was mit den Haaren? Soldiers already told me what happened after I collapsed. I'm so relieved the battle ended almost right afterward and with no more loss of life. The Round Table army did a great job living up to our ideals. We may even still be able to make peace with the Fang clan. Oh, wait, is this was Gutes? Is something wrong? Why do you both look so shocked? Oh gosh, you're not worried I'm a ghost or Nightcall or something, are you? Come on, you know we humans don't stick around like that once we die. I'm perfectly fine as you can see, really. When you get right down to it, my sturdiness is all I have going for me. That's not... Well, not that. You don't look perfectly fine at all. What happened to your hair? Huh? What about my hair? Ja gut, ne? Die guten Haare. Blim. Weiter geht's. So, warte mal, da kann ich auch mal... Ich hoffe, jetzt hat es genug gezogen. Dann kann ich mir gleich mal ein bisschen Tee reinschütten. Ah. sieht doch gut aus. Oh, da, klack, 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 klack. Hm. Ja, da. Die komische Ton mal wieder macht, was er will. Tihi. Oh, those cheers I'm hearing throughout the city must mean the Round Table Army won. Oh, verflucht heiß. Alter, Alter. Echt heiß. Halleluja. Now that our Salisbury is firmly on the Shadow Prophecy side, I can openly welcome Archer anytime. I do feel a little bad about Woodwoos though. I know I accept the Baron's request to keep him occupied while the Round Table Army advanced on Norwich, but can't help but wonder if maybe I went too far. Still, he was just so cute, being all shy, that I couldn't help myself. It's not your fault, Aurora. Woodwoos lost because he wasn't strong enough, that's all. Took Morgan's Fateman at face value to a fault. He was also overconfident in his power as an A-ray. He should have taken the humans more seriously. Now, my darling, even if it's just the two of us here, you still mustn't speak ill of the Queen. The Wind Clan's ears aren't just for show, you never know who might be listening. You're right, I'm sure Coral would give me an earful if she heard me. Where is she now anyway? Isn't she your right hand? Coral went out to greet the envoy from Gloucester. It seems Murian has a special message for me. Tee, I can't wait to hear it. Murian's always been on top of the hottest trends after all. She must be planning a very special event to commemorate the Child of Prophecy's victory. What about you, Aurora? Are you going to accept Murian's invitation? Well, of course, Murian is one of my dearest friends, and I'll always be there for her. You'll come with me too, won't you? I couldn't possibly go without my knight. Good point. I can't let you fend off yourself in Gloucester. Oh goody, then we'll have to find a lovely new outfit for you. Your usual armor would be positively terrified of the fairies. What about this dress? Or maybe this one? Ah, I can't wait to see how adorable you'll be. Goodness me, you really haven't changed a bit since we first met. You're my precious treasure, the most darling princess in all of Britain. I love you so much. Thank you, Aurora, but you're wrong. You're the most beautiful being in the world. Remember, I'm your knight. I exist only to serve you, not Morgan. You're right, that's true, isn't it? I'm so delighted to hear you say... Wait. But you really shouldn't say such things. You're misunderstood enough as it is. Wait, is that Lancelot? Britain is about to enter an age centered on the Child of Prophecy. You can't say I'm the most anything. Please, dear one. Don't back the wrong horse here, especially not when Morgan's reign is near its end. None of that matters to me. You're my only star, Aurora. I don't know anything about Fairy Twins or authority. I don't need to. As long as you are right, that's all I... Oh, you really are still a child, aren't you? But then again, that might make you the purest judge of the Child of Prophecy's character. Please, I'd love to know your thoughts. You think the Child of Prophecy will truly shine brighter than anyone else in Britain, like the prophecy says? Das ist eine gute Frage, nicht wahr? Lady Knocknall, you've received an invitation to a ball from Murian of Gloucester. What would you like to do? Huh? She wants to throw a ball now of all times? I see, she just wants to toy with the Child of Prophecy. He's still just as nasty as ever, I see. Tell her the King Clan will not be attending. Besides, do you really think I've been caught dead in a city full of humans? Na Gott, Alter! Wer schreibt denn schon wieder rum? Understood, my lady. Du hast schon wieder rumgeschrien, Mann! Der Jurik! Was ist los, hä? Schüttelchen, ey. So. Das frage ich dich, ja was fragst du mich? My lady, we have a report from the soldiers who have been monitoring the south. Das Jo, aber geht schon gut los, also. Hat er jetzt Fragezeichen, 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 Tante bei Aurora? Ich glaube, das ist Mercine. Also Lancelot. Irgendwie eigentlich so ein komisches Gefühl, ich weiß nicht warum, aber. The Round Table Army and the Child of Prophecy have defeated Woodwoos and his army. The Round Table Army lost a fifth of the forces, but they've also been getting more than enough new recruits to make up for that. Aber übrigens, bei mir kam ja wieder DPD, ne? Und die haben bei mir um 5 Uhr, um 9 haben die mich wachgeklingelt, ne? Musst ja noch sehen! Ja, das kommt noch. Ey, haben mich um 9 Uhr wachgeklingelt, oder? Der scheiß, das Sideboard ist schon da. Da muss ich mal schauen, dass ich mir dann mal, vielleicht am Samstag ein bisschen Zeit noch nehme, vormittags dann ein bisschen, das schon mal anfangen zusammenzuschrauben. Immer diese Lieferboten, ja Alter, weißt du, das war ein Riesenpaket, das war richtig schwer. Ich habe das erstmal nur an die Wand gelehnt, dann habe ich dann erstmal wieder das Bett geschmissen, hab weitergeratzt, ey. We expect them to finish training the new troops and go on an advanced about in a week. As these Woodwoos was all bark and no bite after all. Alright, if nothing else means one of Camelot's walls has fallen. Tell the other officers we'll be crossing the southern border as soon as the giant corpse finishes training. Pardon me, my lady. Was? But I just can't contain my excitement as long as we are about to march on Camelot. We're just getting things ready. This plan has been in the works for 1,000 years since the last of the King clan put it in place. Make sure neither you nor the officers get ahead of yourselves. Was FBI? Was ist jetzt los? Was will ich mit der FBI schauen? Blingelingeling. No, of course, if you're eager for a punishment, it's simply out of this world. I won't stop you. Ja, gut. Just make sure you're ready to be turned into chocolate and skewered on my stiletto heels for at least 1,000 years first. Alter, what the fuck? Understood, my lady. Not a single one of the Northern Fairies will make a move when you say so. Und dann gibt's die sich wahrscheinlich gerade hier noch hinschmeißen. So those kids really beat Woodwoos, huh? Amongst most powerful god, the A-Raven defeated the King of Moors, who was way more trouble than the Tamlin. Nice job, I'm actually impressed. Das kannst du aber wissen, ja, ne? That's the kind of competition I'm looking for, Trio. If you're going to compete with me for the throne, you have to be able to make a good fight for it. Na dann, die gute Map, ne? Oder besser, Ria. Knock Ria. Knock her up, Ria. Das. And back, Lady Marin. Did anything happen while I was gone? Oh yes, preparations for the ball are coming along nicely. In fact, I just sent out the invitations. What about you? Were you able to handle the job even on such a short notice? But of course, I haven't let my true colors show like that since Olympus. Alter, ja, die konnt's geil, ne? Between the bone crunching, the screams of terror, and the abject despair, I enjoyed myself immensely, Alter. Of course, it also seems Lord Woodwoos is no longer with us as a result. But that's hardly my concern. Die hat die Verstärkung gefressen! Jetzt wissen wir, wo die Verstärkung hin war. I'm sure the Child of Prophecy and the Chaldeans came through just like they always do. Much as I loathe this expression, it certainly does seem that a cornered rat will bite the cat. Oh Gott. Oh. Oh. Halleluja. At any rate, you're quite sure you're okay with this? That's another clan leader gone for good. Aufwischen! Nee! Niemals! Alter Falter, aber der Adapter kotzt mich ein bisschen an, ne? True, it's too bad without Woodwoos. About Woodwoos. I never thought he'd die in battle against human of all things. But the Fankling is still alive and well. Okay, wieso? Na, du hörst doch ab und zu diese scheiß Tonsprünge. Das ist ja auch, hat auch was mit den Adapter zu tun. If the stragglers are hiding in Oxford, they won't be so quick to join the Round Table Army. They need time to regroup, so I'm going to give it to them. Achso, ja. Bin halt echt am Überlegen, ob ich mir irgendwann halt einen besseren zulege, aber momentan funktioniert der ja noch, ne? Britain's guardian, the Fang clan, one deterrent that will free us from relying on the Queen is mine. I'm not going to let the Child of Prophecy have them, much less an outsider from who knows where. Then would you mind if I took a leave of absence for the time being? Oh Gott, ganz viele Backbein! Oder was ist besser gesagt, zu einer? I've been very curious to follow up on the lead Lord or Baron gave me about the dragon remains, you see. I do mind, but I also understand. I would have liked to talk with you more. It's really not why you came to Britain, is it? Und Jurek, nicht vergessen, immer schön auf YouTube grinden. Also Ton kannst du auf YouTube anmachen und chatten kannst du auf Kick. Besser geht's nicht, ne? So as your friend, I won't try to stop you. Good luck on your search. Du mich auch! Ha! Ey, komm, ich muss ja irgendwie meine Stunde hochgrinden, ja? Still, do try to come back as soon as you can, okay? Can't wait to hear all the horrible good news. Oh Gott. But of course, I always make a point never to waste my time. Alter, ey. Die Fangs, die Zähne von der, ne? Jedes Mal ihre Outfits. Ey, das wär's, wenn wir alle Outfits von der bekommen würden, dann später. Stell dir vor, du musst ja härter dran arbeiten, Hus, ja, ne? Hä? Fuck! You can't kill me. You can't kill me. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the son of Grand Duke Heat Wyneck, and the warrior who defeated the king of the Moors in the war. I'm the pride of the clan that has protected Britain alongside High Queen Morgan longer than anyone. Der lebte noch! There's no way I could be defeated in a trifling battle like this. For that. My vote refuses to close. The insolent Percival, no, it wasn't just him. The fairy girl is responsible for this. What did Helens manage to pierce me? The only possible explanation is... Hey, Kick! Sag mal, kick dir selbst in die Nüsse, Mann, nicht mehr! Aber hey, oh. Na, wie geht's? Wie steht's? Schön, dass du reinschaust. Vergiss nicht, schön Sound auf YouTube anzumachen, ne? Schön den Sound auf YouTube anzumachen. Naja, wir müssen grinden, wir müssen grinden. Jetzt genau gleich nochmal Kick his ass, Alter. Nee, danke mal, den brauche ich noch. Alter, richtig frech, richtig frech. Und was hast du bisher so Schönes getrieben, Nightmare? Alter, ich nur retro sehe. No, it's not just that. Red Rabbit, Aurora is caught. She's allied with the Round Table Army then. Your God, you deserve better, Woodhouse, as the High Queen's personal guard. You've seen it for yourself, right? Wird schon wieder rumgeschissen. High Queen Morgan has changed over the last 2 millennia. First she brought in the Tamlin. Then she adopted a fairy girl from who knows what clan. Now she's choosing an outsider, a human at that, as her husband. Na, wie geht's, wie steht's? Mir geht's super, ne? Also ich habe mir extra jetzt nochmal Teechi gemacht. Ich hätte es fast verpasst, mir Teechi zu machen, deswegen ist er noch extrem heiß, ne? Oh, aber ohne Tee, ne? Ohne Tee und FGO, nee, das wäre überhaupt nicht machbar, glaube ich. Ja, aber ansonsten alles prima. Vor allem dann heute letzte Nachtschicht und dann ist Wochenende. Oh, ich freue mich schon. Personally, I've always thought you would be a perfect partner for her. Now I feel like such a fool for stepping back to let your relationship with her flourish. Unverdient! Richtig frech, richtig frech. Das sagt der Richtige. Mach mal deine rollende Woche weiter. Aurora, do you really mean that? I thought you despised me. Ich muss leiden. Richtig so, richtig so. Verdient. Oh silly, I would ever despise you. You're a hero, you've saved Britain from disaster countless times. Of everyone in the 6 clans, you're the closest to the primordial fairies. There's not a fairy out there who doesn't admire you, but you're so loyal to the High Queen. Da bei dir das ab vorbei schon, welches Hand, Mann. Deswegen denn, Mann? It wouldn't be right for a fairy like myself to come between you and Her Majesty. Still, I never stopped thinking of you as the one who has truly kept Britain safe all these years. I don't know what Einzel was thinking with that prophecy. It can be possibly true. Egal, was du auch Stress und Hektik hast. Ja gut, als ob, weißt du. Wenn die kommen würden, hätten wir bessere Arbeitsbedingungen und wahrscheinlich mehr Geld. Ich glaube auch. Ich glaube auch, Mann. Beschwör's herauf, Nightmare, beschwör's herauf. True King of Bitterness, Nesa, High Queen Morgan, Nor the Child of Prophecy. Bei uns war heute der Gesundheitsamt, QS, okay. Bei uns ist die QS was anderes, das ist die Qualitätssicherung, aber hey. It's you, Woodwoos, you're the one who truly deserves to be our king. Dun. No, that can't be. Aurora of all fairies would never betray me. Red Rabbit must have gone over the enemy's side on his own. Yes, he always was an odd one, oh Gott. Kannst du es auch so nennen? So? Ah, ja, nee, bei uns müsste man echt mal so eine Leute vorbeischicken. Das Problem ist ja, die sind da, zumindest, weißt du, von Planung haben sie keinen blassen Schimmer bei uns. Aber wenn so ein Typ vorbeikommt, auf einmal sieht alles so aus, als würde es passen, ne? Ich merke mir die Scheiße immer darunter, ja, ich merke auch, ey. That's it. I can't go to Salisbury. I'm sure Aurora will put me up there. Now that I've been defeated, I'm sure Oxford will soon be occupied. But once I've recovered from my wounds, I go right back there and give the Round Table Army the thrashing they deserve. I'm Woodwoos, the head of the Fang Clan, and the strongest warrior in all of Britain. Weißt du, was gleich jetzt kommt? We don't need the Tamlin. If I kill them all myself, High Queen Morgan will see that I'm the one to... Ah, oh please, that's never going to happen, Woodwoos. What kind of chick do you think is gonna take you in after you had your ass handed to you this miserably? Well, God, what are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at me? What do you think? I have time for that? Ha! It's wie, you've got muscles for days, but also between your ears. Und der kam so vor einer Stunde vor Feierabend. Natürlich kommen die immer eine Stunde vor Feierabend, ne? That's why monks lost all faith in you. And you're gonna get it through your thick skull at your yesterday's news. Oof! Oh, richtig oof. What are you saying, you bastard? No, never mind. Shut up. Just shut up. You're wrong. Her Majesty would never. Oh, you still don't get it? Here, let me spell out for you why Percival was able to sneak on your forces. The High Queen never sent any reinforcements. Nee, ich glaube, das stimmt nicht. An overgrown mutt who can't do what he's told and goes sniffing around to other women an obstacle, not an asset. You were cut loose, just like the Round Table Army. Stop it, my Majesty would never. Ah! No, Tristan, do it. You got it! Verwandelt. Alright, way to go, Lady Spinel, that was perfect. I knew you had the makings of a witch in you. You pulled off my granny's old curse like it was nothing. Really? I'm glad to hear that, but also kind of not. Whatever, I just did. It felt super gross. I don't think I want to do that again. Don't worry, you can't. It was a secret art. You can only cast it once in a lifetime. Cause casting a little rots your soul. If you want to try it out, best to let someone else do it. Oh, scheiße. Now here, let me have that, princess. It's still beating pretty strong, right? That's not the kind of thing you should be carrying around with your beautiful fingers. Okay, I really like the way this thing feels, but if you insist. What is it anyway? Woodwoos liver or something? Or something like that. Remember when I told you about how proper human history witches can turn into animals? There's a lot of pieces that go into that spell, and it's not the kind of thing you can cast in a day. Aber Nightmare, ich hoffe wenigstens, dass du da nicht überziehen musstest, ne? Weil, ey, komm schon, Überminuten, wer macht schon bitte Überminuten auf Arbeit, ne? But where there's a will, there's a faster way, like so. It's not easy collecting and eating the parts of the creatures you want to become, but it's definitely the quickest way. Hat er gerade sein Herz gefressen oder so? Ih, was stimmt mit dem nicht? Ja, hat er. Ih! Jetzt sind wir wieder beim Mash. Giant Hole East. Da. Avalon La Fee. Fragment. Dann. Ich frag mich, welche Sektion waren wir eigentlich? Asks the Savior, Hector, the Hard-Headed Black Knight, Totoro the Tamlin. And Mash, the Mysterious Shield Knight who claimed to have come from 2400 years in the future. Together these four companions traveled the land of Britain, now free of Clan of Warfare as they made their way towards the pit. The year was Fair 400, about 6 months before the coronation was to be held at Londinium. So I haven't actually been reborn several times then, Ask. You've just been alive for a really long time. Ach, erst wollte man mich auf Arbeit länger halten. Nach 15 Minuten, weil ich einer Kollegin hintergegangen bin. Was? Da durfte ich noch gehen. Aber nur weil er es als eins in meiner Abteil Avalon hatte. Doch was? 5 Schilder, die einen kleinen Fehler. Wow, 5 Schilder. Oh Mann, ey. Aber solche Typen sind da meistens extrem pingelig. Ih, guck mal, da ist ein bisschen Dreck drauf. Das sieht aus, als wäre der Buchstabe anders oder so. Keine Ahnung. Die sind da halt extrem pingelig. That's right. Whenever banished the calamity, I'd always hide it out in a cave and rest in a coffin for a while. Was du ihm sagst? Jo. Let's see. I think I'd usually sleep for about 20 years or so. Nee, also bei mir, also ich stech mich Punkt aus. Ich bin pünktlich weg. Da kann kommen, was wollen. Wenn das auch Arbeitszeit ist, weißt du. Und ich habe eigentlich so gesehen schon alles übergeben und bla. Und dann sehe ich irgendwelche Ankommen, dann piss ich mich, Mann. Können sie gucken, was sie wollen. Anyway, disappearing like that, it's no wonder everyone thought that I died in the fight. So why would you hide away from everyone like that? Wouldn't they want to shower you with gratitude for saving them from a calamity? No, they wouldn't. I'm a caster, the one who channels the voice of paradise. Most fairies in Britain hate everything about me. Ja gut. If I'd stuck around after banishing a calamity, I would inevitably end up being the cause of conflict myself. So I decided to hibernate, while I let the clan leaders handle the post-calamity politics. Hibernate? As I'm literally sleeping all winter while there isn't enough food to go around? That's right, plus it was a great way to recover the magical energy I spent banishing the calamities. But I won't have to do this, things are going to change in Britain, now that Usa is going to be king. This will no longer be a world where people kill each other for no reason. The fact that you said in the future it's an area of the High Queen is proof that the world must have changed. Oh Mann, das kann auf jeden Fall noch lustig werden. Well, I guess that's true. The very Britain I knew was ruled by a single monarch, but still. Wie lange hast du denn jetzt eigentlich dann noch deine rollende Woche nicht mehr? Dürfte eigentlich nicht mehr lange sein, oder? Are things really that terrible in Britain right now, Ask? No, I know you said the clans were always fighting, but I just can't imagine that our fairies would be so aggressive. There's only so much in the land of Britain. These days there's enough for each clan to have their own territory, but that wasn't always the case. The land of Britain is very little made from and built upon the bodies of dead fairies. It only took the form it has now at the cost of thousands of fairies being killed every day in constant warfare. Ey, das Schlimme ist, ich hab die ganze Zeit einen scheiß Frosch im Hals, ne? Oh Gott. Die Woche ja noch oder nächste Woche ist mein freier Tag, erst Samstag. Ja, gut. Nächste Woche erst. Oh Mann. Ist ja doch nur ein bisschen, Kacke. So the very conflict the clan fought over the limited land in this world created more land to live upon. For that reason, hating and killing other clans became not just accepted, but encouraged. Had it not been, Britain would still be as small today as it once was. So I've always tried to just prevent calamity from wiping everyone out by doing my best to stay away from the clan wars. Nee, aber wie gesagt, rollende Woche, das war überhaupt nichts für mich, also, nee. I see, Totoro also told me how the Isle of Britain is made from the bodies of dead fairies. I suppose I can see how that might make waging the war to expand the livable territory here necessary, but... Why is it that Britain was small in the first place? And the world that originally came from the Isle of Britain was much bigger than this. Jo, so gesehen kann man sagen, ich gehe 3 Wochen so gesehen durch. 3 Wochen. Und lass mich raten, da kriegst du es nicht mal richtig vergütet, hä? I can only imagine something strange must have happened long ago. They made a necessity to build the land with the failed corpses. Yes, I've wondered the same thing myself. Why did Britain end up like this? Yes, sir. But I was only born 3600 years ago, which I guess would be a fair 4000 from your perspective. And nobody ever taught me anything about what happened in Faeria at 1200, when Britain first came into existence. Faeria 1200? That's about the same time Olympus diverged from proper human history. Then does that mean there's no British history that goes back further? Are there really only 12,000 years of Faeria area? And that's it? Yes, that I'm sure about. The records at Orkney said as much. In the beginning there was only the ocean, 6 fairies, a shrine main and beast. Nope, leider nicht, da die ja meist mit Freitagen ausgeglichen hat, die auch nicht mal braucht, die da einfach spontan... Das ist spontan von den Chefs, hä? Das ist lächerlich, ey. Cotton Fluff Bunny! Fluffy Bunny, wie heißt Fluffy Bunny hier? Thank you for the follow. Foxpot, oh Gott. Foxpot! Both, thank you for the follow. How's it going? Thanks you for joining me. I hope you have a great afternoon or morning or whatever time you have. So yeah, thanks for joining. Willkommen. Danke für die Follow. Ich hoffe, ihr habt einen schönen, entspannten Nachmittag. I'm doing good. You? Yeah, I'm also doing great. I still have like a little bit of a frog in the throat though, so I'm pretty much have a problem reading. Gerne, Timezone Friends! Jo, no problemo! Thank you, dankeschön! Oh, nice. So yeah, we are, as you can see, right in the middle of the Lostbelt 6, Avalon Lafay. And I still have like so many things to do. I also already pre-ordered the new Fate game. On Steam, is it on Steam? So yeah, we're also gonna play in the end of the month, pretty soon, the new Fate game. But the problem is, we have an anime convention that weekend, so I don't know, most Steam games releases only like late in the evening, so I probably can play it on Thursday. Well, at least I can bet for now on it that it comes out, or at least so that I can stream it properly on the same day. But maybe on Thursday? No. So Thursday, yeah, Thursday. Yes. But yeah. And how about you guys? Hope you also have a relaxing day. What did you do? Or at least, what did you do until now? So. Oh, haben wir schon wieder. Nee, doch noch nicht. No. How many times do I have to tell you? If you want to dye it yellow, you use onion skins. If you want to prevent the colors from fading, you use salt. Boil some water, dissolve the salt, and soak the clothes. We went over this yesterday. If you're not going to do it properly, then don't bother doing it at all. Just stick to tying enemies up. Ooh, Totoro! Da war es wohl noch in der Lernphase. How did it go again? How do you use yarn again? And how do you get cotton to look nice again? I don't know. I just don't know. Why am I like this? Why can't I do these simple things? Totoro, are you still up? Ah! Yeah, I'm up. I ain't going guard duty tonight. I was just practicing stuff or anything. No, what are you still doing up? Go back to sleep. We're going to the pit tomorrow, remember? Practice? So you're not just picking up all these tools scattered on the ground? I wish. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I have it all wrong, don't I? Let's see, I'm guessing you're in the middle of sewing something, right? That's right, I'm making A's coronation gown. She told the humans at the castle that she didn't need one for herself, so I thought I'd make her one. Sewing's the only thing I've ever been good at. But I just can't do it. I've been trying for months, and I'm no closer than when I started. 2 or 3 days after I hear something, I just forget it entirely. I can't do anything except stuff I was born knowing how to do. The Black Knight says all I have to worry about is fighting. About ever since I saw those beautiful gowns at the palace, there's been this kind of ache in my chest. Oh no, Totoro! I keep feeling sad and just wanting to cry for no reason. Feels like I'm missing something important, something I need to feel whole. I thought maybe if I could make clothes like human tailors, or like human tailors can, I could figure out what it is. But I'm just too stupid. No matter how many times someone teaches me something, I can never learn anything new. I don't know why I'm like this, but I still want to try making clothes. Honestly, I'd much rather do that than fight. Totoro. Well, how about you try keeping a diary? Ah, ich hab's gewusst! Ich hab's gewusst! Everybody forgets things sometimes, but writing can help that. It can be just like taking notes. All you have to do is write what you want to remember. And now, because I keep a diary too, if you like, I'd be glad to share my tips and tricks every day. But I don't know how to write, and even if I try to learn, I just forget that too. That's okay, I don't know how to read or write in Fairy Razor, but we can study together. Don't worry, Totoro, even if your mind forgets how to write, your body can be trained to remember for you. The very fact that we are conversing right now shows that you are able to hold a thought in your head and put it into words. So if you can do that, you can absolutely put your thoughts into writing words too. I promise you that's something you're born knowing how to do, just like your other skills. Nur, deswegen schreibt Happy Cat auch die ganze Zeit über ihr Tagebuch. So this is the pit. It makes sense that Camelot wouldn't be built here yet. Are you really going down there, Ask? I'm against this, it's creepy. It's quite safe, Totoro. There are no moths near the pit, and all the other fairies always keep their distance. You won't have to worry about being attacked by anyone from the anti-Londinium faction here. All you have to do is keep hold of your thread while I reinforce it with Magecraft. And all Mesh has to do is hold on tight, so she doesn't fall to the bottom. Me? You want Mesh to go down there? Then I'm going too. It's not fair to make her go by herself. I'm afraid you have to be up here, Totoro. There's no one else who can raise or lower the thread after all. Alright, but then what do we do? It's okay, Totoro. This did come as a surprise, but I'll be fine. I've investigated old ruins like this a number of times before. And I know your thread is just as strong as solid wire rope. So you don't have to worry about me. I promise I come back safe, so you just watch over me from here. Okay, got it. You're really brave, aren't you, Mesh? Okay, Mesh, come this way, please. Well, tie one thread around your waist as a lifeline and make a foothold with the other thread so you can stand at there. That should do it. We should be able to talk to each other through the thread too, so if you sense any danger, all you have to do is yell. Should the foothold thread come loose, by which I mean Hector, will pull you back up with the lifeline as fast as we can. My enchantment will let Totoro extend the thread up to 8 kilometers, but you don't have to go all the way down to the bottom. All you have to do is reach the point where you can tell how deep the pit is and what lies at its bottom. Remember, you're the only one there to look around, okay? Obviously, the only one of us thinking of doing more than just looking is you. One of these days, you really need to learn to stop attacking dangerous things the moment you see them. You're lucky you have me and Ryan, like nobody else could handle your so-called strategies. He's right, I didn't figure this out until Mesh showed up, but it's true. You take way too many risks, Ask. Not to mention you're totally merciless towards our enemies. Oh, don't be silly, I'm just keeping things fresh. Still, I will admit that I've been leaning on you all more than I should. After all, you always helped me make it through even the toughest battles with a smile. I felt like giving up so many times. Not for all of you, I never would have made it this far. So gross! Okay, I'll be back soon. I'm calling you to help me navigate Ask. I've been going down for 60 minutes so far. I'm 7 kilometers down now. Still no changes in scale. No signs of life although. Is this ash? It's billowing up from the bottom of the pit. But this must be where the ash I sometimes see in the Britain atmosphere comes from. And if there's ash, there must be something burning. I wonder what could be down here. I wasn't expecting it to be this deep. Can you still not see the bottom mesh? It must be pitch black down there now. No? Are you okay? Are you cold? I can't see any light from the surface anymore, but it's actually fairly warm, that's it. Feels like the air is getting heavier the further down I go. I'm only able to breathe thanks to Gallard's protections. 7,400 meters, 75, still no change in the pit. Can you extend the thread any further, Ask? I won't be able to see what's going on unless I... Wait. Can see something down below. There's a red light. It's almost like that, like... What's that sound? What's going on, Ask? Marsh, get off the foothold. The thread's being corrupted. A fatal surge of magic elements is coming up from below. No way. There's enough crossed energy here in this Lostbelt to cover all of Britain. No, the entire planet. The place down there isn't for this world. Don't look at it in the eye. Oh, Mash, Mash. Oh no, she's lost consciousness. Get out of the actor. I can't believe it. That thing at the bottom, it's... Count on us. But why? What's an ancient Celtic god's corpse doing at the bottom of the pit? Die Leiche! Kalonus! Das Vieh, was wir gesehen haben. Oh! Oh, Mash! You awake! Oh, finally! Damn it, Mash. You scared me to death. Totoro, please calm down. Let me see. The last thing I remember, I was going down the pit and... I'm so sorry, Marsh. I was obviously being reckless. You nearly paid the price for that. You're in Salisbury, Grand Cathedral now. We brought you here after you lost consciousness. Your whole body was covered with a horrific curse when we pulled you out of the pit. My magecraft alone wasn't strong enough to remove it, but with its land's cleansing power. In the power of the Wind Clan, I was finally able to dispel it. Now I remember I fainted when I saw that fire. Thank you so much for saving me, Ask. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I caused this. As for the fire at the bottom of the pit, that can wait until later. That's something we will probably need to spend 10, 20, no more like 200 years resolving. I'm just glad we know what's down there now. Thank you for helping us, Mesh. Once Britain has been officially unified. I talked to Uta about possible solutions for what's in the pit. Is that all you have to say, Ask? Mesh almost died, you know. I know, but there's nothing else I can possibly do to make this up to Mesh right now. I haven't ever studied any magecraft that could send them back to the future. Oh no, please don't worry about me. I was interested in what was at the bottom of the pit too. In Fail Britain, people just treat the pit as something that always been there. But when you think about it, for even 2 seconds, it's always strange that there's a giant hole in the middle of the island. I honestly thought it was weird that nobody investigated it all this time. So the pit's still around in the future? Nobody ever filled it in? But given how deep it is, I'm not surprised. Well, we know it may even be bottomless. And since unlike the Spear of Selection, it doesn't seem like something that can be sealed away. I don't think we have much choice but to keep an eye on it for a while. Huh? The Spear of Selection? Do you mean the Staff of Selection? Now that you mention it, I'm surprised you don't have the Staff of Selection despite being this land's savior-esque. Did you lose it somewhere? I haven't heard of the Staff of Selection, but no, I don't have the Spear of Selection any longer. Implements of selecting came to Britain along with me when I first washed up here from my homeland. But I'm afraid my feelings corrupted them, making them unsuitable. So I had them seared away inside the cathedral. Man, what a waste. The garden and spear used to be Ask's trumps card. The garden was a bounded field that could trap nightmares, and the spear was a weapon that could admonish any fairy it touched. But then during the last calamity, the fairies behaved so badly that Ask got super mad at them. And that caused the nature of the spear to turn away from what it should be. If you don't mind me asking, could you tell me what makes these weapons so unsuitable? How can I put this? The spear itself is still as strong as ever, but when it turned, its restraints were removed, and its capability to recharge kind of went haywire. Basically, the Spear of Selectors no longer uses its wield's magical energy to power its Lebenskraft. Now it does so by feeding on the life force, but the youth really of its wielder. Oh oh. Oh, jetzt wissen wir, was mit Percival los ist. Oh. Deswegen wollte auch Lancelot nicht, dass Percival den Speer benutzt. Erstmal ein bisschen was zu trinken nachfüllen. Jetzt wissen wir den Grund, warum Percival den Speer nicht benutzen sollte, ne? Ich sag mal, als Heroic Spirit hat er ja keine direkte Lebenskraft mehr, also da soll es dann relativ sein, ne? Bling! Lodinium! Boah. Geht weiter! Avalon, Lafay, Gloucester. Wow, wir sind gerade bei der 16, wir sind gerade bei Abteil 16. What? Das ist gerade etwas über die Hälfte. Holy ey, fuck my life. Aber hey, guck mal, wir sind schon bei 99 von 100. Wir haben fast unser Ziel erreicht, nicht wahr? Bam. Ah, Gott. Das hat Raider da gemacht. Good morning. I'm sorry to call you all here so early, when I know you are still exhausted from yesterday's battle, but I'm afraid this couldn't wait. Last night, Altria and Imoto received invitations from Lady Miriam of Gloucester to attend the Ferium, a fairy ball she'll be holding soon. So we have been invited to a fairy ball? Ein Ball? Holding a ball now, huh? She's up to something, that much is for sure. Hang on, you said this fairy ball is called Ferium. What exactly is that, anyway? Allow me to explain. I've always wanted to go to a ball, so I know all about them. Ferium, a moonlight gala that every fairy in Britain dreams of attending. Every fairy who has done something impressive that year, like clan heads, is invited to speak about it and be celebrated for their accomplishments. Attendees get to enjoy never before seen scenery, never before eaten cuisines, and never before heard music. And then, to cap it all off, decide on the fairy of the year, the one who stands atop fairy society and shines more brightly than any other. Isn't that right, Altria? There's not a fairy in Britain who doesn't dream of attending Ferium, right? I guess, maybe. I suppose there was a time I dreamed about it myself. Wait, does this mean we're going? Because I was kind of hoping I'd never have to go another Ferium if I could help it. Wait. Das war das... We're going back to Gloucester? Oh, absolutely. An invitation like this is still an opportunity for us. This Miriam lady is practically offering you her bell on a silver plate. That's right, this is Miriam's way of making her intentions known to both the Queen and the Child of Prophecy. It makes perfect sense that a lot of Gloucester would behold a ball from time to time, and it goes double for one with a long storied history like Ferium. No, of course, Altria and Imoto will hardly be her only guests. And that Morgan will step away from her throne, but she almost certainly is in the delegation. At minimum, Tristan and Lancelot will be among them. Right, of course, Lancelot always wins Fairy of the Year. That little blue bitch, I'd love a little playback while we're there, but Gloucester's bound by Miriam's rules. Yep, the lights, so no one from any faction can fight at this ball, right? That's right, which makes this a perfect opportunity. Under ordinary circumstances, we'd never be allowed in Gloucester now that we defy the Queen by ringing 2 bells and defeating Woodhoos. But for this occasion, we can proudly attend the ball as distinguished guests. And once we're inside, Well, sneaking around and finding secret rooms is what you do best, right, Altria? Oh, I knew it! Time to finally put his shady spells of use to good use! Did you have to say it like that? Then it's settled. I ready a carriage right away. The ball is being held tonight, so we need to hurry if you're going to make it to Gloucester by evening. Ooh! Ooh! What was Murray thinking? Ja, Rune? Go, 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 go! Da sind wir schon in Gloucester. Zack. Oh, von wegen keine Kämpfe, hä? Von wegen keine Kämpfe, Mann! Da. Uria, hattest du? Ah, wunderbar. Warte mal, du bist. Nee, das hier. Oh nein. Nein! Nein! Ich hasse dich jetzt schon. Ich hab's gewusst. Ich hab's gewusst! Nein! Oh nein. Oh Mann, Alter. Ihr könnt mal auch eine. Richtig frech, Mann. Richtig frech. Jetzt habe ich hier Ton. Jo, warte, Augenblick. Ich muss kurz Bildschirm. Ach, geil. Ich liebe es. Natürlich kommt es einmal pro Stream. Mindestens einmal, natürlich. Geh weg unten an die graue Anzeige, Mann. Ich will dich nicht. Ich will meine Taskleiste sehen. So, warte mal. Zack, Einstellung, Kamera, off, on. Zack, weg damit. Oh, ich bin wieder da. Das ist schon mal geregelt. So, warte mal, ich muss pipi. Muss ich, achso, ja genau, ich muss ja entlocken. Hallo? Hallo? The fuck? The fuck? Hä? Jetzt hat's gerade nicht reagiert. Jetzt hat mein Handy gerade nicht reagiert. Jetzt nochmal neu. Oh, warte, mit 8 Sekunden, probier's nochmal. Alter, fick dich. Fick dich so richtig hart. Ins Knie, Mann. Richtig frech. Jetzt aber. Hat er oder nicht? So, Zugriff beendet. Warte mal. Lass mal ab, dass man mal Ton hören kann. Jetzt mal an. So, warte mal. OBS, komm her, zeig mal. Ja, ich muss bestimmt immer an- und ausmachen. Wo bist du? Wo ist. Da ist meine Capture Card. So, einmal deaktivieren, immer aktivieren. Ah, guck mal. Mann, ey. Technische Probleme haben wieder zugeschlagen. Ah, das kommt davon, wenn man sich Billigkrams kauft, ne? Scheiß Billigkonverter. Warte mal, ich muss mal noch locken. Danke. So, jetzt muss ich, warte mal, meinen Hauptbildschirm auch noch. Yes, sir. So. So, jetzt können wir weitermachen. Weiter Konzept. Let's starto. Ich hoffe, wir haben nur normale Gegner. Puh. Ah, okay. Ja, perfekt. Onjo wa nai. Kaigan. Bla bla. Das hat sich wie ein Hund angehört, Mann. Und jetzt weg damit! Gib mir meine Glitsterne! Ja, aber richtig Quasar. Glitsterne! Die 20. Oh Gott, das sind alles Berserker. Oh nein, nicht du. Ja. So, warte mal. Hey, so hoffen, dass alle tot sind, weil man weiß ja, Berserker macht doch Berserker nur 1,2 anstatt 1,5 oder 1,3. Ganjimada! Ah, ich hab's gewusst. Woher hab ich gewusst, dass einer überlebt? Richtig frech! Au, ey! Richtig frech. Jetzt kriegen wir nochmal Crit-Sterne. Und tschüss. Blaps. Aber Moon ist weg. Mein Mutter. Large Morse, zweimal. Oh, zum Glück ist meine Bibi effektiv, hä? Angriff! Das tut weh! Das tut jetzt richtig weh! Curse the Cutting Crater! Bah! Hey Foxy, hallo, ich bin's mal! Der Allerechte, nur der einzig wahre Foxy, der echte Foxy. Na, dann geht's, ich sehe schon, dass du reinschaust, Foxy. Alles gut bei dir? Du hast einen schönen, spannenden Nachmittag. Was hast du bisher so Schönes getrieben? No. Wir machen ein bisschen die Story weiter. Wie du sehen kannst. Wir machen ein bisschen Lostbelt. Ey, wir sind gerade mal in Sektion 16, ne? Es gibt, glaube ich, 30 oder so. Und wie lange spiele ich schon dran? Wie lange spiele ich? Monate? Das ist so viel Story, Mann. Phew, we made it. Oh, second time in Gloucester. Ich müsste mir echt eigentlich mehr Tage für FGO nehmen, ne? Rather a bit in person while waiting outside the city limits, so we don't have to worry about them. But unfortunately, we only have 2 invitations, one for Altria and one for Imoto. And each invitation only allows for a single +1, so we should go with them. Da Vinci and I make the most sense. We've both met Miriam. Having you around would be helpful, since words hit harder than our swords here. But knowing you, I'm also sure you'll have no problem sneaking in anyway. Naturally, I'm flattered by your trust, Muramasa. I know a number of Gloucester fairy ladies, so I'm sure I can find one in need of a kingly companion. Alter, der Typ, ne? Fine with me, you guys have fun, I'm just gonna spend some time in the city. Damn it, I just realized this means I won't get to go to the Battle of the Hall. No! But that's okay, that just means I have a great opportunity to visit the Count's shop. Come with me, Happy Cat! Count Pepperoni gave me a letter of introduction to his shop here when we left Londinium. He even said we should go and have a good time together. He's so considerate, don't you think? Oh, the Count's store, huh? I guess that sounds kind of interesting. Okay, let's go! Let's go! I was really looking for fun tonight, but this doesn't sound bad. Wonderful, glad you're both getting along so well. Now moving on. Haha, dachte, what should we do about little Miss Cold Feet over here, Imoto? Muramasa and I bring her there, whatever she wants to go or not. Ha ha ha. Guess that's all we can do, huh? I got the left side, you're the right. Huh? No, don't make me do this. I don't want to go to bar dressed like this. I don't want to run into anyone I know. You're a king, right, Avalon? You can go and ring the bell. Just don't forget to bring me a souvenir, something tasty would be nice. Cut it out. No proper shine of prophecy would ever say that. Do you know how many spring Cinderellas would give their IITs for an invitation to this ball? Deal with it. Oh, Baron, was that you doing a wicked stepmother? Ja gut, ne? I'm sorry, I just didn't expect Alfred to be so stubborn about this. Do you have some bar-related trauma? Did you get mistaken for a server or something at one before? Don't be silly, of course I've never had anything that embarrassing happen to me. No. It's just, you know, I'm basically the face of the round table army now, so I don't want to go there underdressed. Oh, is it all? Well, don't worry, then nothing better or more formal for a royal to wear than the battle dress. Oh god. Then again, if you prefer, you could always have Imoto go on ahead. But I doubt you'll be able to find her again later, so it'll just be you and Muramasa at the ball in the case. Okay, then I get going. Let's go. Okay, I go already. And just leave me behind. Bum 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 bum. Na 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 na. Woo! Yup, this is amazing. I've never would have thought there was such a fancy barroom next to the auction house. It's Fey Domain with a Fey Domain, a top notch of the virtual reality marble that likes of which you rarely get to see. Ich spare für eine PS5 und habe Straßentricks gemacht, habe jongliert, kann das sehr gut. Ich habe in 2 Tagen schon. Was? Alter, jetzt geht's los hier. Das erinnert mich an den Typen, der bei der roten Ampel vorgelaufen ist und auch irgendwelche Straßentricks gemacht hat, weißt du? Der ist vor die Autos gelaufen, während wir stehen mussten, wir warten mussten, ne? Und hat dann, kennst du das mit diesen Stäben, dem Seil und diesem komischen Ding, was du halt immer hochwirfst, diesen Art Kreisel? Oder was? So was hat er gemacht irgendwie. Ich hab nur schnell die Scheibe hochgemacht, Mann. Ich hab nur schnell die Scheibe hochgemacht. Bloß nicht hingucken, bloß nicht hingucken. Aber ist doch schön, wenn du da mal mit 2 Tagen einfach mal nebenbei so 100 Euro machst, ist doch schon ganz nice. Was kostet eine PS5 eigentlich momentan? Ja, was denn, Mann, was denn? Ich klage und heimlich schnell die Scheibe hochgemacht. Ich weiß halt gerade gar nicht, was eine PS5 kostet, aber mich interessiert das halt auch selber jetzt nicht. Weil ich glaube, Jurik hat eine PS4. Ich weiß nicht, ob er an der PS5... 300 Euro? Lol, die hat ja vorher mal 1000 gekostet. Die hat ja vorher mal 1000 gekostet, das ist ja gar nicht. 300 Euro ist ja gar nicht. Das ist krass, wie der Preis abgefallen ist, hä? Das ist ja richtig krass. Nö, also ich habe halt haufenweise Konsolen hier. Halt die Switch kennst du ja bestimmt schon. Dann habe ich einen N64, eine PlayStation 2, einen Gamecube habe ich, eine PS Vita habe ich, eine PSP habe ich. Noch irgendwas, was ich vergesse? Keine Ahnung. Ich glaube, das war's. Reicht ja auch. You can tell since this inside of the building is clearly bigger than outside. Whatever it is, it's damn impressive if this place is any indication of Miriam. Might just be the best damn garden I've ever seen. Aber ja, aber wenn man mal ehrlich überlegt, was das Ding vorher gekostet hat, da ist 300 Euro gar nicht, ne? Hell, the view's so great, it even got Altwerk to calm down. Und ja, was hast du denn für Spiele, die vorzuholen dann eigentlich? I have to know, this is my second time. Entschuldigung, du kommst genau da, wenn ich husten muss. Na, wie geht's dir? Schön, dass du reinschaust. Alles gut bei dir? Ich hoffe, du hast einen schönen, spannenden Nachmittag. Was hast du bisher so Schönes getrieben und willkommen. Willkommen beim Ball. I was mostly wondering why Miriam hasn't bothered to greet us after she invited us. Whoop, I'm just pissed now. Once she gets over herself, she really is a dependable ally. Oh, you're right, now that you mention it, I don't see her anywhere. Would have thought she'd be the first to ask the child of prophecy to liven things up at her May I have your attention, distinguished guests? On behalf of Lady Miriam, the owner of this beautiful building, I would like to apologize for her tardiness. I've been told she should arrive in about an hour, so please relax and enjoy yourself in the meantime. So Miriam isn't even here yet, and there's no sign of a Baron either. What do you think, Imoto? Could we just sneak into the bell tower now? Mir geht's wunderbar, meine Eltern sind bis morgen weg und ich hab Haus für mich allein. Oh, Partyart! Hab eben auch einen kleinen Stream gemacht, den ich heute Abend vor Ort sah. Oh, nice. Was hast du denn so Schönes? Was spielst denn du an Stream? Oder was machst du überhaupt an Stream? Und dir? Mir geht's supi. Also, wie gesagt, wie du siehst, wir machen halt die FGO-Story ein bisschen weiter. Vor allem, wir sind ungefähr gerade mal bei der Hälfte. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange ich das schon mache. Ich mache es ja schon eigentlich eine ganze Weile, aber hey, Halleluja. Ich habe noch so viel zu tun, was FGO-Story angeht. Wenn es so weitergeht, dann fängt schon der nächste Lostbelt an, bevor ich fertig bin. So, das ist das Gefühl. Und ja, was? Genau. Wir haben jetzt, oder ich besser gesagt, habe jetzt die letzte Nachtschicht dann noch und dann habe ich Wochenende. Und ich fahre ja dann am Samstag zu einer Züchterin und lass mich dann weiter bequatschen, 13 Uhr. Deswegen, also ich habe zwar den Stream am Samstag für 16 Uhr erstmal angesetzt, aber ja, ich muss halt sehen, wann ich halt von ihr zurückkomme, wie lange ich mit ihr quatsche, ne? Rocket League, Gatchen, Viace, etc. Kannst mich aber auch unter dem Namen Timo, ja, gute Timo, ne? Klingt interessant. Ja, der gute Timo, ne? Ne, das Problem ist halt, wenn du halt immer unterschiedlich, auf jeder Plattform halt unterschiedliche Namen hast, ist immer ein bisschen so eine Sache, da das brennt sich dann irgendwann erst noch eine ganze Weile ein. Das dauert immer ein bisschen. Der gute Timo. Ne, also Genshin habe ich ja mal ein bisschen gespielt, ich hatte aber jetzt überhaupt gar keine Zeit mehr dafür. Rocket League ist halt null meins und Viace muss ich mal sehen, das will ich auch mal wieder irgendwann mal anschmeißen, ne? Ich warte ja persönlich darauf, jetzt noch, dass Sash mir Medal fertig macht, ne? Ich habe eine PS1, PS2, PS3, zwei PS3s, was willst du mit zwei? PS Vita, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Series X und Switch Wii und einen PC für 6.000 Euro mit allem drum dran. Ich habe einfach alles, ich glaube auch, ey. Ne, meine hat nicht mal ganz die Hälfte gekostet, aber das hat schon gereicht. Alter, 6.000 Euro PC, Mann, du hast Langeweile. No. Eine PS1 hatte ich selber nie. PS3, nö, aber ich habe halt wirklich nur die PlayStation 2 gehabt. Oh Gott, Alter, jetzt wird schon wieder scharf geschossen. Xbox 360 hatte ich mal, habe ich aber weiterverkauft an einen Kumpel. Ich glaube, und kurz darauf hat sie den Ring of Doom bekommen, also ich Schwein gehabt. Ich habe Schwein gehabt. Ne, PS4 auch. Sollte wohl eine 4 draus werden und nicht zu PS3, ne? Und wer schießt hier schon wieder scharf, ey? Wer schießt hier schon wieder scharf? Ich will's gar nicht wissen. Guess we may as well. Looks like we've got a new arrival. Oh wow, the fairies are making way for... Ich! Ja gut, ne? Der gute Shoujo. Na. Oh! Hallo, Birb? Damn! Mami? Oh, richtig! Oh, guck mal! Lollilot! Hey, look who's that girl next to Aurora? Das ist Lollilot, man! Das ist Lancelot! Aurora's an exceptional beauty, but fairy next to her is something else. I see, so you go for the prim and proper young lady type, Sir Muramasa? Got nothing to do with that, I like. I'm just being objective here. Oh Gott, was ist mit der? Die ist eine Stripperin oder was? It's Beryl and Tamlin Tristan. Yeah, that tracks, cause Morgan's daughter's here. So that's Miriam's game, huh? She's sure as a vindictive little brat, isn't she? Maybe she's a perfectionist, one who's clearly not gonna be satisfied until it downright obliterates anyone who defies her. Looks like the things have settled down. Bargest, genau, Bargest hieß er. Altria? Oh no, it's nothing. I was just kind of wondering if Knocknalia was here, that's all. Ah, wieder Loot Games. Nein, will ich doch nie. Thank goodness she's not. Now I won't have to hear all her snide remarks about how she's so much better than me. Oh. Good day, Child of Prophecy. Congratulations on your victory at Londinium. Coral, I'm so sorry. Hope I wasn't being too loud. Oh gosh, I wasn't. I'm from the country, so I'm totally out of place here. Still, it's nice of you to come to say hello. Hey, I know your fear, but it's okay. There's nothing to be nervous about. Miriam's cast a spell in this ballroom that hides attendees' faces from anyone who doesn't already know them. So please relax, you don't have to worry about anyone you don't know seeing you here. Ich geh mal wieder, ich hab Essen gemacht. Jo, dann guten Hunger. Lass dir schmecken, Shoujo. Bon Appetit. Und danke, dass du reingeschaut hast. Du. Noch die schöne Abend, jo, danke dir auch. Man sieht sich, bye bye. Und wenn du Langeweile hast, denk dran. Also, kannst doch gerne mal, wenn du Bock hast zu schreiben, auf dem Discord was schreiben. Gerne. These kinds of parties don't happen every day. Every day? Ich glaube, das heißt, sollte every. Da fehlt das E, Mann! Every day. It's best to enjoy them, but you can. Mein Gehirn hat kompensiert mit 3 Gehirnzellen, Mann. I see, thank you, Carol. You know, I have to say. You look like you are much more at ease here than you were in Salisbury. I assure you I'm not the least bit giddy about being here. I'm only here to guard Lady Aurora. Let me remind you, foreign mage, you may have been invited here, but you're still just a human. I suggest that you remember your place and not speak your mind so freely if you know what's good for you. Thanks for the warning. You're always worried about humans' welfare, aren't you? That was your way of telling her that speaking to other fairies could cause big trouble, right? Don't go putting words in my mouth. I intended nothing of the sort. I'm not like Lady Aurora. I have no fondness for humans. They don't think of them as equal anyway. Ich glaube, sie wärmt sich auf. Is that so? Because the way I see it, Aurora might let humans do whatever they want, but you actually tell them what they need to hear. So between the two of you, you seem like you actually treat humans much more kindly than... Silence! I don't care what kind of fairy you are or what clan you're from. To slander Lady Aurora to slander is the entire Wind clan. And daring to compare with the likes of me, absolutely unthinkable. I see now it was foolish of me to bother paying my respect to the Child of Prophecy. This is supposed to be a gala for distinguished guests. Brush up on your etiquette before you consider attending another. Gotcha, sorry about that. Before you go, do you mind if I ask you just one more question? I couldn't help but notice that other fairy next to Aurora, she's serving her as her escort tonight? Even though you're here, right-hand fairy? No fairy shines more brightly than Lady Aurora. Only the most beautiful fairies deserves to stand by her side. As such, I'm happy to offer up my seat to one more suitable like her. Even if she's a grotesque creature who crawled her way up from the foulest sludge imaginable. There she goes. Die haben doch keine Ahnung, dass das Lancelot ist. After what Da Vinci's just said, I don't blame her. What was that all about, Da Vinci? It's not like you. Well, that was a bust. I've been wondering just how different Coral's and Aurora's values really are for a while now, so I thought I'd take this chance to see for myself. But I guess I went a little too far. How different their values are. What did you people say to Coral? They've seen her so upset before. You're the famous with Aurora. Jetzt hat sie eine Maske wieder auf, lustigerweise. Alright, I'm not wearing my armor today, am I? Pardon me. This isn't our first meeting, but it's my first time properly introducing myself. I'm Tamlin Lancelot. Welcome to the Bal Atria Imoto. And who might you be, young lady? Would you mind if I ask your name? Glitter, glitter, Alter, die scheint! Die Scheinwand, die leuchtet! Not at all, I'm Leonardo da Vinci. Pleasure to meet you. Da Vinci? Was wird damit stimmt? Steht Da Vinci auf dem List? What? Da Vinci hat jetzt technikerweise. I'm still an artist, first and foremost. I cannot but appreciate beauty where I find it. Well, damn if you don't seem like a totally different person. Is this what you're like when you're not in armor? I'm sorry, have you met? You mean you don't remember? You met me off a damn castle and filled me full of holes. Oh, you remember us? I'm sorry. I've never got a good look at your face. I do remember you gutting like a fish and so much for us. Was? Cutty? Was? Oh, Kacke, Mann. Gutting you like a fish, Alter. I knew you must still be alive. I had a feeling we would get to fight again someday. I wonder when our next fight will be. Maybe you'll finally manage to cut off my head. Oh, I can't wait to punch that cobbled together spirit core straight out of you. Yeah, right on. That she kind of reminds me of a Baron. He's the principal type. A total prince. No wonder she's been gifted Lancelot's name. You wouldn't happen to be Avalon's? Alright, Aurora told me not to let my true personality show too much. Congratulations on your victory at Londinium. We may be enemies, but it was a battle well fought, and I must commend you. Also, there's one thing I'd like to ask you. How's Percival doing? I've been told he's still alive, but... Is he hurt at all, or is there anything unusual about him? No, he seems fine. Do you know Percival? I'm his big sister. Oh, his big sister. Well, no wonder you worry about... Huh? Who's his big sister? Ah? Pling? Ah, Pling. Oh, kein Kampf. Aber mehr lesen. Dum 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 dum. Tamlin Lancelot? She's just up and left after telling us she was Percival's sister. She's clearly the type who just says what she wants to and leaves. Oh, good. Percival kept us pretty close to the chest. I don't think he was hiding it from us. There was just never any reason to bring it up. Is this something most people in Britain know about Arthur? No, not at all. In fact, I don't think most people would believe it if he told them. I can barely believe it. I just heard it straight from Lancelot. Then I guess Percival wants to keep it a secret. It'd probably be hell on the Round Table army moral to know their commander is actually Lancelot's brother. But I don't believe the Tamlin just spilled the beans like it was nothing. I swear, the Tamlin just seems to go around doing whatever the hell they want all the time, don't they? So what do we do now? It's not a big deal. I think we can just keep this to ourselves. It's not as though Percival and Lancelot are in contact. It's not our place to comment on the relationship as siblings. Got it. If you're okay with that, we don't mind keeping it quiet. I still don't get how they can be siblings at all when Percival's human and Lancelot's a fairy. It's not uncommon for fairies to adopt humans as their children. So I'd guess Lancelot and the fairy who took Percival in are an old acquaintance. Well, this explains why he didn't want to go near Salisbury. Da Vinci? Blobs. Oh, you there, human. That's right, I'm talking to you. Oh, Hallöchen. Und if the Tamlin said they wanted to talk to you about on the terrace, get out there and fast. Make sure you're on your best behavior, too. Me? Ich? Is this Barghest? Well, you're the only human here, so... What you going to do? Are you going to see what she wants? As long as all of you come with me? Of course, even with Miriam's rules in place, this is still enemy territory. And the terrace is private area, so now the fairies will bother us there. It's perfect for clandestine conversations. I guess Lancelot must have more she wanted to ask us about after all. Ich glaube nicht. Ich glaube es Barghest. Fine with me, honestly. I was hoping to observe her a little more anyway. By which I mean her outfits. Just her outfits! I thought I could pick up some tips from his construction, you know? Oh, four! Ich hab's gewusst! I'm impressed you accepted an invitation from the enemy. Not I've ever doubted you would. Ich hab's gewusst, this is Bobby! This is Bobby, man! Tamlin Gawain, the dress looks good on you. Of course it does, I'm a lord, and not so barbaric as to wear an armor to a bell. Good evening, Barghest. We haven't seen you since that night in the Welsh forest. We also have no idea what kind of disciplinary measures you had to face afterwards. If you have something you want to say to us, why don't you start with that? What is it, Barghest? Is this for Imoto's ears only or something? No, not exactly. It's not that. Da Vinci, you just captivated her. What? Come on, Barghest, spit it out already. We don't have all night here. I know, I'm a busy woman myself, so I keep this brief. Da Vinci, was it? I'm currently confined to my territory, and I've been relieved of my duty to protect Britain. Consequently, I have no reason to raise a hand to the Child of Prophecy now. I wasn't even planning to attend this ball at all until I realized I might see you all here. So I swallowed my pride and came here to speak with you. Does that answer your question? Sure does. I know you don't mean us any harm right now, but I had to be sure you understand. Paid no heed. You're the foreign mage advisor. I understand you had to ask. Now, here's my question for you. I'd like you to tell me whatever you can about the outside world, about proper human history. High Queen Morgan has given me a broad overview, but I still know nothing of its history or what things are truly like there. I would like to know if you're actually merciless arbitrators, barbaric invaders, or well-meaning visitors who truly wish to know our history. Jo, viel Spaß im Blöcko! Bring mir was zu futtern mit! Süßigkeiten, Tender oder KitKats oder so! Wehre dich! And there you go, that's all I can tell you in the limited time we have. Our battles in Lostbelt have been to reclaim our history and our future. This place isn't our target now, but it's still a Lostbelt that will eventually need to be pruned. But that doesn't mean we have any issue with this Lostbelt inhabitants, or that we want to erase its history. Even though this may be a zero-sum game where only Lostbelt or proper human history can ultimately survive. That's an issue between worlds, not residents. Is that how you feel too, Imoto? Nick Nick! Yes, yes, yes! I see, you truly are a young lady of integrity, aren't you? In that case, let me now ask you this. Do fairies exist in proper human history as well? Yep, life isn't exactly easy for them, but we still have fairies in Britain Woods. There are also fairies in Ireland, the Isle of Skye, and France just across the channel. Ireland, Skye, France? I see, alright, setting those questions aside for later. What about calamities and wars? Do those exist too? Nope, we don't have anything like those there. What a peaceful world yours must be, and we the fairies who inhabited it. Okay then, let's say it's strictly hypothetical. What if we were to... No, never mind, that would be asking far too much. I've learned what I wish to know, my apologies for taking up your time. Yes, Bargus, you could move to proper human history. How did you know? I didn't think that would even occur to you. Oh please, it wasn't hard to figure out, and I have no doubt Imoto feels the same after talking to you. Vargas, you've always seemed more focused on protecting the affairs of Britain than the land itself. The whole reason you agreed to serve Morgan is because she was keeping Britain safe. But if she has no intention of protecting its people, you'd have to find another way to do so yourself. So it makes perfect sense that you consider moving them to a more peaceful place, like proper human history. But is such a thing even possible? The inhabitants of the Lostbelt can only survive in the Lostbelt. Ha 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 ha! The fairies of Britain are doomed to be used and discarded as mere tools for Queen Morgan. True, that was the case for the other Lostbelts, but Britain is different. It really is possible for you and the other fairies to exist in proper human history, Bargast. It won't exactly be easy, of course. There are a number of major hurdles that would need to be overcome first. But they're nothing that can be resolved through peaceful discussions. And I'm sure we could manage that as long as we have kind-hearted fairies like you and Audrey leading the others. I see, then it seems I need to make a decision as well. Da Vinci, Imoto. I'd like you to come to my domain, Manchester. I have a proposition I'd like to discuss with you there. I understand if you still can't trust me. Just hearing what you had to say has been enlightening enough. Woo, let's go! Let's go! Bling! Oh, jetzt müssen wir kämpfen? Wieso müssen wir kämpfen? Wir müssen kämpfen, Jungs! Na, bam, ba, dam, ba. Oh, guck mal, wer da ist. Sorry I'm late. It took me longer than get no. Was the Vargas I just saw leaving? Looks like whatever she wanted must have been pretty serious. She didn't challenge you to a duel or something, did she? Well... I see, so she's thinking about immigrating to proper human history. There's something I hadn't considered. It's just the kind of big, bold thinking I expect from her. Definitely an idea worth pursuing. Ja, sie ist auch groß, ne? Wish I could have been here for the discussion. So what did you tell her? That was as far as we got. Too dangerous as a topic to discuss. Aber ich muss sagen, Vargas wächst immer mehr an mich auch so ein bisschen ran. So she asked us to come to Manchester to talk it over. What do you think of Baron? Manchester, not sure I like the sound of that. The rule of Vargas domain is survival of the fittest, a very little dog-eat-dog world where the weak are just meat for the strong. I'm not talking about natural laws here either. This is something everyone truly believes. In Manchester, the weak offer themselves up to the strong, and the strong think nothing of exploiting the weak. The very idea of fighting for their lives never even crossed their minds. Gloucester's Fey domain is designed to let the weak and strong coexist on a equal footing. When Manchester is all about letting the strong do whatever they like, the weak be damned. Still, if you're absolutely positive that Vargas won't try to attack you there, then I suppose you could pay her a visit. Baggy didn't seem like she meant us any harm, but she was definitely a carnivore. So if she did decide to eat us, there wouldn't be anything we could do to stop her. Not really. You know the stories about the black dog Duchesse, right? Vargas has taken a number of lovers over the years, but none of her relationships have lasted very long. They say she'll marry her then boyfriend and bring him back to her mansion, and by the next day she'll have eaten him whole. The only creatures in all of Britain who eat fairies are the black dogs, and Vargas, we're good. She may struggle against her nature trying to be civilized, but those instincts always win out eventually. There's a reason she's so widely feared. I really can't endorse in this plan. Warte mal, ich muss mir ein bisschen mehr tief in die Theorie. So, erstmal nachfüllen hier. Zack, zack, zack. Oh, wunderbar. Karibik! Das Geile ist, wo ich mir meine Teesorten wiederholen wollte, war keine Sorte, die ich mochte da. Und von denen, die ich halt richtig geil finde. Richtig frech, weißt du? Richtig frech. So that's why she called the black dog Duchesse from the singer with Mike said something about her too. Gawain of many loves, Gawain the glutton, always hungry, never satisfied. She'll take a lover one day and eat him up the next. She seemed pretty sincere to me, but I guess that could just be a part of her nature as a fairy. Let's forget about Vargas for now. We still have an objective for fear. We should focus. The bell tower is right next to this hall. In fact, we can sneak in there from this terrace. I think it would be best if we handled it now before the ball ends. Are you ready, Alfia? Yeah, okay, after everything else has happened, I'm not even nervous anymore. Come on, Imoto, let's go ring the third bell. Oh, jetzt geht's los! Immigrating, huh? What a clever idea, you fat bargast. Yeah, just after you burned down the Welsh forest too. Ja, das ist, die mögen sich, glaube ich, nicht. Bell Tower, third floor. Ja gut, ne? Die hat halt alle von denen umgebracht, ne? Looks like the Merlin Metro finally came in handy. Nice work with that lock, Altria. You did a hallelujah job, like a modern day Nezumi Gozo or Jiraiya. I don't know who those proper human history fairies are, but something about their names tells me that wasn't a compliment. Now that you mention it, there are lots of fairies who love to play pranks, but I never heard of one who likes to steal money. Of course you haven't. Ordinary fairies would never have any need for money. It's only because Morgan created currency that fairy society started building banks to keep their property safe, and why lockpicking was developed in the first place. It's not easy to open a human-made safe with fairy sacraments alone, so now we have a lockpicking. Merlin said something to that effect too, something about these skills being useful on a journey like mine. Was it really Merlin? Das ist eine gute Frage. Alter, you said Merlin taught you magecraft, right? Did he live in Tintigal too? Actually, I've never seen him in person, I only heard his voice whenever I was by myself. He said he'd been imprisoned by a scary queen, but that could still teach me magecraft if I didn't mind distance learning. So that's how I learned the basics of magecraft. Everything else is basically came up with on my own. I see, that sounds a lot like what happened with proper human histories, Altria. While they, her adopted father taught her the ways of knighthood, and she was asleep, Merlin taught her what she would need to know to be king. Yep, the part is more or less the same here in Fairy Britain too. Hang on, are you all hearing this chatter too? The fairy room you saw below was child's play, a fancy illusion, nothing more. What? Well, this is Gloucester, the city of trends, brands and joys. It needs more than a party to liven things up, it needs excitement, stakes, pathos, drama. Which is why I've prepared a once-in-a-lifetime show for all of you to enjoy. This audition will decide the true queen, the winner of this battle will chart Fairy Britain's very future. Now get ready to howl with laughter and gab and envy, because it's time for the main event. Oh Gott, wir sind das Main Event! Oh, where does masked fairies come from? I knew it. I knew we were up to something like this, Miriam. Allow me to introduce the contestants once again. Up on the stage now, we have one of the hottest couplets in our land. Tamlin Tristan, Her Majesty's beloved daughter, and Lord Beryl Gutt, Her Majesty's fiancé. Oh Gott. The opponents is the wind of change sweeping across Britain itself. Einzel portrays Savior. Altrier, the Child of Prophecy. Und Lady Moro, the Foreign Mage. Weißt du, was mich die Musik gerade erinnert? Die Musik erinnert mich total an Feld Extra. Erinnert mich richtig an Feld Extra. And we be here on this stage, the Tristan and Altrier's fated showdown began. It's like preparation to fight, also wenn es da fast losgeht. And I'm also told that Lord Barry and Lady Modo have an even deeper connection. Can you think of a better matchup? I certainly can. Now come to the stage. Whatever I may think, Lostbelt will not reject one capable of defeating Tamlin Tristan. This is amazing. Trusty Lady Miriam give us what we didn't even know we wanted. Lady Tristan means business this time. There's a traditional combat fairy outfit. I've ever seen one and I have. Oh my gosh, no matter how many times I see Barry got there, just something indescribably wonderful about him. Oh god. Just look at his limp stature, his strong muscular limbs, he looks like an expert. Der sieht aus wie Gangster, Mann! Child of Prophecy must be quite the looker too, seeing how she defeated Lord Woodbooth. I can't wait to see what the Save of Britain looks like. Oh crap! Guck, wie sie wegfliegt! It's too late, she's already trying to sneak away. Get back here, Adria! There's no getting out of this now. No, let me go! I can't do this, let's see if I can! Just kick her onto the stage. It won't matter once she's up there. Come on! And now how Tears feels. Murray on a stage like this has gotten have a dressing room, right? Where's it at? Oh, with this mirror mask, I'm glad to see you're still alive and well. Guess there's a dressing room behind the stage. What's this about? Wait, give us a minute. Hey Modo, come on a second. Oh. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Was geht's jetzt? Was geht? Oh man, where'd it go? Are they seriously not gonna fight after you went to all this trouble? Of course not, nobody in their right mind would ever fight me. Ah, der guckt dir das Outfit von der an, ey. This isn't like the last time. There's no rule against Magecraft. I'm wearing much more glamorous outfit. And I've got you here with me, Alter. Ja, ich sehe das Outfit, Mann. It's a shame I won't be able to cut the cheeky tongue of hers out, but I can live with watching her run off with her tail between her legs. In fact, I actually feel sorry for her. I mean, can you imagine anything more hilarious than a pathetic low-class fairy being paraded around as Child of Prophecy of all things? You couldn't find anyone more miserable in all of Britain. Oh yeah? We'll just see about that. Let's go! Ha? Oh, ihr originales Outfit. Ascension Outfit. Das von Ask. No, Alter, smile! Right, okay. Deep breath, deep breath. Well, you've set your bit, Tristan. What's with that totally obscene outfit? I'm Altrier, the Child of Prophecy. Now in my honor as a caster, I'm going to ring the bell of pilgrimage, whether you like it or not. Try to get them away and I cut you and those tasteful, expensive heels down to size. Ha! Kitty's got class. Still, I didn't think you'd know a decent high heel if it stepped on you. But all this big talk is going to make losing much more embarrassing. I'm sorry for you, sure, but that doesn't mean I'm going to spare you. Oh wait, you actually think you're stronger than me? Oh, no, I actually feel kinda bad. I really do have nothing to pity for you, you know. We've had plenty of practice running home and crying to mommy, right? I mean, I'd think so since this will be your second crack at it. No, it won't! You're the one who's gonna be crying after I tear you apart. Ouch, Tristan can hold the candle to a trash tag, huh? Cause it's hard to compete with someone who's used to bottling up her frustrations. Anyway, I would have liked to chat with you a little more, Imoto, but since this is a 2-on-2 battle, well, it was never gonna go any other way, right? Personally, this is my very first time fighting a master. I'm going up against a seasoned veteran with the fight left more than times that I can count, so I plan on treating this as a learning experience. Let's enjoy killing each other, shall we, Kohai? Alter, der Typ, Mann! Der Dreckstyp! Da, 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 da. Oh, ich hab's gewusst. fuck, man, the fuck. Oh Gott, das kann jetzt lustig werden. Kann jetzt richtig lustig werden. Oh, Kacke. Alter, ein Wolf.
いいね。モルガンの娘同士、マスター同士の戦いってわけだ。楽しもうぜ。後輩。
後輩。
気まぐれ。
Skinny, Alter, was hat die für
いい
eins?
のは必要かい？レディースピネル。
Oh Gott. Warte mal. Ich hab mir meine Ulti. Ich hab mir meine Ulti. Gebe ich mir aber noch. Jetzt mache ich es noch nicht. Ich mache es erst nächste Runde. Mackenaiso. Kakegoshi, oh, 200% nice. Curse, okay, Curse. Eigentlich, ich glaube, ich sollte spammen. Ich glaube, ich sollte spammen. Daumen drücken, dass es wieder auf 100% kommt. Das wäre richtig nice. Und ich habe ja auch 2 Angriffe, die ich blocken kann. Also, Avalon Caliban. Ja, weg mit den Debuffs. Pack die Buffs. 55. 65. Ja, ich kann spammen. Nice, ich kann spammen. Ja, aber Change-Up hilft mir nicht viel. Nano. Oh, Chido. Let's go! Bam, 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 bam. Wenn es nicht ganz reichen sollte, eventuell kann ich immer noch zur Not meinen Command-Spell benutzen. Avalon Caliban! Nice! Richtig gut. Aber. Nice. So. Weg mit den Debuffs! Ich mag keine Debuffs! Bam. Avalon Caliban! Mal wieder. Bam, bam. So, jetzt Ulti, Alter. Das Gute ist, Schuld, ja, Schuld hilft dir nicht. Sankoku, ne? Haha, nix da. Nee, ist nicht. Disastrous Curse. Aua!
乗ってきた乗ってきた。
Jetzt geht's los.
受け取ってくれよ。俺からのおひねりだ。
Oh, das ist eigentlich gar nicht mal so doof. Das ist eigentlich gar nicht mal so doof. Dann. Das ist eigentlich gar nicht mal so doof. Nochmal Attack. So. Oh, 50! Mochiron. Aber ich glaube, danach muss ich eventuell HP auffüllen. Wie mein Command Spell, 100%ig. So, Caliban! Aber das Gute ist, wenn der Survey Freta da ist, macht sie weniger Damage. Na! Oh, das kam perfekt. Komm, komm. No, 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 das ist nicht gut. Ich muss mein Command Spell benutzen. Ich muss mein Command Spell benutzen. Sicher, dann habe ich auf jeden Fall auf MP2. Weil ich habe ja eine NP-Chain. Mackenaiso. Guck.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンド
So,
カリバーン。
Caliban!
ここでまっすぐ。
Hey!
ここまでやれば
Avalon!
不良品になれ。
Oh, das wird mir closer als mir lieb ist. Oh yes, oh yes.
白兵戦行きます。
Das heißt, ich muss die Runde nicht ultien. Oh, das ist gut, das ist gut. Wenn man cursed, bin ich cursed? Ja, das ist nicht schlimm. Ist nicht ganz so schlimm. Ist nicht ganz so schlimm, dass ich cursed bin. Oh. Will ich Buster? Komm, ich mach Buster. Ich mach eine Buster mit rein. Ja, okay, alles perfekt. Fast, wir haben es fast geschafft. Sehr gut, sehr gut.
望まれることを望み負けないぞ。
Mackenaiso. So.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。
Dann müsste eigentlich theoretisch, wenn die K.O. ist, müsste der Server doch weggehen. Oder zumindest der Server. Also
アラウンドカリバーン。
das scheiß Vieh.
ここでまっすぐ。
Na. Okay, ich muss es doch besiegen. Oh oh. Sollte ich auf Nummer sicher gehen? Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das schaffe, die zu killen mit ihr mal. Ich glaube, ich schaffe das nicht. Ich glaube, ich würde es nicht schaffen.
望まれることを望まれたように。もちろん負けないぞ。
Sicher, sicher. Mackenaiso.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなく、あなたは星をかざす。アラウンド
Hallo, Caliban.
はじけてシャスキフォル。
Oh, okay, ich schaff's
性
doch.
の杖光を
Okay, ich hätte mich nicht heilen müssen, egal.
白兵戦行きます。
Ikimas.
鐘の音が聞こ
Oh, aber sicher, sicher, Mann. Sicher, sicher. Sicher, sicher. Hätte das nicht gekrittet, ne? Ha, wäre es nicht gewesen. Alright, the bell rang. Nice. Ah? Oh, oh. Klack. No, it's leaving me. Wait, come back, mother. I'm going to be furious with me again. He's going to ask me why I'm like this. I'm always like this. The Tamlin lost after Bargast and makes 2 fantastic. And who ends his prophecy was right. From here on, the Child of Prophecy is the one to invest in. Or to decide where I've seen Tristan before. Oh, I remember now. I know exactly who she is. Hey there, Wontapery, how's it going? Nice to see you. How's it going? I hope you have a great afternoon. Is it the afternoon for you? I think so. Or at least I hope. No. You're. I'm a bit ahead of you, right? You should have it like maybe midday, like noonish, right? I saw her 100 years ago, back in Lord Grimalkin's mansion. But I hope you have a great day, though. Her real name is Bourbon's Fifth. She was a prostitute in Darlington and a vampire. A vampire? What in the world was the High Queen thinking? I can't imagine anything more disgusting than living on human blood. No wonder she stinks like a sewer. I can only wonder how many humans she sold her body to. The resurrection 100 years ago. Remember how Darlington was overrun with corpses? It's 1 PM here in Greenland. Yeah, I thought so. Yes. No? I was pretty much right with noon. So yeah. And how is it going? You have a free day? No work today? She and Morgan must have been responsible for Darlington's destruction and Lord Grimalkin becoming a night call. No wonder the damn vampire's the only one who made it out of the place alive. Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. I just... Stop it. Don't bet my mother. Mother always knows best. Oh, nice. Having a free day is always nice. For me, I have like the last day, like at least today's my last night shift. So tomorrow in the early morning, I have pretty much weekend already. And also right now I'm preparing a bit of stuff, new furniture for my room. So yeah, I got a new sideboard. It's still in the package. It came in the early tomorrow. In the early morning. It came in the early morning, and yeah. The one delivering the package like pretty much woke me up like in the middle of my sleeping routine. A week ago I was camping in the icy landscape all by myself for 3 days. Oh, camping is pretty nice. Well, I did that like as I was still at my parents. We did it a lot. We also were cruising a lot with the Motorrad. No, not Motorrad. This is the German word. Also not bicycle. Oh wow, this is the fuck. I forgot the word. No, it's stuck on my tongue though. But yeah, we were also driving around a lot, like camping and stuff. But that was like pretty much as I was a child though. So nowadays I really don't camp anymore. Like in a tent, I don't know if I want to be back in a tent. Yeah, motorcycle. Yeah. Got stuck on my tongue though. So right now I'm reading like a lot of stuff and enjoying my Caribbean mango tea. So yeah, I pretty much can't like have like visual novel style games without tea because my mouth goes dry pretty fast. So yeah, I would like be like horse in maybe half an hour. And you really don't want that, right? So what if I suck blood from dead bodies? So what if I'm undead? Darlington wasn't my fault. Oh no! She's running away! Bob and Thiff is running away! I knew the queen wasn't thinking straight. Why would she choose a low-class fairy like that as a successor? Enjoy the tea, thank you. I'm doing it. It's pretty much almost empty though. So yeah, I think I'm at the last bit of my mug. Let me refill it as I'm at it. So yeah. Oh ooh, yes. Pretty much I got my mug pretty much full again. That's the last bit of tea though. So yeah, I am trying to have like an in my living room more rustical, or almost with scenery. Yeah, I love tea. I drink it all the time when I'm on a boat or when I'm camping like I did a week ago. Yeah, tea is also pretty good. I think I definitely like it a lot more than coffee. I never drink coffee though. But where I work, we have like an automat where you can get free coffee or chocolate drinks. The problem is there's so much sugar in there. And now I am on the trip, like I don't get the sugar there anymore, but I'm mostly trying to get food without as many sugar as possible, so I have like a better diet and stuff. So yeah, and right now I'm trying to get like my living room more rustical, and I'm going to decorate it in like a Japanese way. And I don't know if you heard it. I don't know. Are you already on my Discord? If not, you can come on over. We are talking about what I'm doing then in the future, also pretty much often. And I don't add sugar in my tea at all. Yeah, I also don't. I have honey for that. If I wanna sweeten my tea, I have honey for that. And yeah. I'm trying to get a Shiba Inu puppy, and then also if it works out everything, well at least I just need to. I know it will work out, but I just need to be like on a waiting list right now. Maybe I think I try to get one in the end of the year, because I have like my whole December. I have a holiday. I took my holiday in the whole December. These dogs are cute. Yeah, they're pretty much cute, but also very special. So they are not like all the European dogs or like the normal dog breeds. You know, they are a little bit different. They're also pretty stubborn and very intelligent. So owning one is like a lot of work. And yeah, I also gonna, if I want to get a new cup, I wanna, no pup, no, not cup. I wanna at least have some 3 days, maybe 2 weeks to 4 weeks, so that I can, or at least have more time to train with him and that he can get used to his new environment, and also that I'm relieving like a shift system. So yeah, not that I'm going out and instantly the next day and he's like all nervous and stuff. I also don't want to do that, right? So yeah, I'm also already have like an action cam already, and I'm gonna try to look into it a bit better. I already connected it to my phone, but what I wanna do is if I'm going on walks or something, I wanna stream the walks like a GoPro. So I need to find out how that works. I also can do videos with it, but I still would need an SD card. But yeah, I also gonna do like a second webcam for like a pet cam. Probably after everything is done though. So it's still a little bit of time until that happens. But yeah, still a little bit time. But yeah. So I already have like blah, 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 for the corner, a little bit furniture for the corner. I already put that thing together, but I don't have like a drill here for the wall. So if everything is here and I can like finish it all together. His name is John Cena! Jawohl! Bam, ba, ba, jawohl, genau, der hier ist. There he is. Then we're gonna do all the things, like at least the finishing things, right? So it's all done then in one go, and not like that he needs to come over like a dozen times. So yeah, oh maybe five holes we need to drill though. That's pretty much it, I think. I used to own a dog, a husky, which named him Asbjörn, but sadly he's been missing for 2 years and I didn't find him. Did he run away? But huskies are also pretty like independent, right? So there's also a high probability if you unleash them, they just chase like wildlife, right? Yes. That's the same for the Shibas. It's pretty much the same. So you really need to watch out for the Shibas. Maybe you can unleash them, but it's better if you train it firsthand. If you train him that he comes back, and even if he sees like a squirrel or something, or a mouse, you're definitely gonna chase it, or a rabbit. But you need like a really far open space so that you at least can see where he goes, right? So after he's done chasing, after maybe 10 to 15 minutes, that he comes back, right? So you really need to watch out for this kind of things with the Shiba also. This turned out to be kind of a lot. Ein bisschen, die Poon. So she was lying about everything, huh? I guess that's no surprise. Well shit, you really handled me my ass. You're as good as I've heard, Imoto. Pretty sure there's no way I'll ever beat you in a master battle anymore. So what you gonna do now? Gonna have your lady friend there kill me, or you're gonna settle this yourself? As you can see, I'm totally unarmed now, and I don't have Bob Sis to protect me anymore. But yeah, if you wanna talk about like what's happening in the future, you can also just, as you can see, the bot just posted, join the Discord. And also if you wanna chat in general, more or less. Seems to me you're not gonna get better chance than this of me, am I right? Imoto, this is Gloucester, we can't fight here. Gotcha. Too bad. I really thought you could end this here. Looks like you've got an even better nose for danger than Kadok. I'm really impressed. Well, time to show myself out. Besides, I don't see the point in playing with you anymore, where Mash is still missing. So long, Xavier. See you in Camelot someday. Uff. Ja gut, da hat unser kleiner Vampir ganz schön auf die Fresse gekriegt, ne? True Name Real, Tramletistan. Borban Sith. Mann, das Outfit, ey, das Outfit. Ja. Gut, I also don't have on my roster though. I only have Bargest. He was a good dog. He helped me in situations like where I broke my leg when I was exploring the ice. Ooh, that's pretty much fucked up, right? But if you're like in a pretty rural area and break your leg while you're exploring, you have pretty much shit at hand, right? Like the cold temperatures and no other humans like in the area to help you out at all. That's pretty shitty situation. But good thing you came out of that. Can be pretty backfire, right? Yee, great work out there, everyone. I'm so glad you enjoyed yourselves. Teehee. That's so. Pretty sure you were the only one here enjoying herself. Your damn show made me pull out of all the tricks I've been saving way earlier than I've liked. Oh, what tricks? Did you join the fight while I wasn't looking? No, shut up. Damn it, so much for saving it for Camelot. By the way, Imoto, I really have to thank you for this lovely outfit. I had no idea you've been working on it in secret all this time. Well, you're just too shy to say something sooner. You consider it little dickens, you? Well, actually... Look, that screams not one word. I think it looks great on you too. Thank you. I feel so dashing and gallant in this. When I think about people seeing me like that, it's enough to even make a timid thing like me want to give it my all. It seems you're all working together much better now than you were the last time you came here. Oh, someone a little upset about being the odd fairy out? Yeah, I would die of the cold. What is even worse is that I slipped off an icy hill when it happened. Ooh, so you pretty much had a fall, right? Yeah, well, that's Greenland for you, right? You really need to watch out for those, but I think you learned your lesson. I hope you didn't get like any problems with the leg, like because of the injury that you have. Like, what's it called? No, like long-term shit, so that it healed properly. Not anymore, no. It's not like you to be so acerbic, Oberon. Are you feeling left out too, or something? Just a little, if I'm being honest. No fair making an outfit like that behind my back. But yeah, if you really need to watch out for like the nature stuff, right? Most I think just now at the Arctis, right? You have like also like little tiny cliffs sometimes between the ice, right? And if you fall in there, you're pretty much done for, right? Just thinking about that. Man, I was really hoping to put Altria's official Child of Prophecy debut off until later. When we could really do it up in style at the Adenium. No, don't be like that. I'd say this debut worked out just as well as we could have hoped. You sold out those upper class fairies in the auction house too, right? Yep. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear that you have no problems with the leg anymore. There I saw Altria beat Tristan fair and square, and in a manner befitting a Child of Prophecy. There were times where I almost fell off a mountain while I was climbing them. Yeah, if you're like climbing alone, you really need to watch out your step. Like, shit can happen real fast. You don't want to do that. So it won't be long before they've towed all of Britain's well. Plus we also got the Ring of the Third Bell while we're at it. So yeah. So does this mean the Wind Clan officially recognized the Child of Prophecy, Miriam? Of course. Now that the bell has recognized her, I have nothing more to say. That being said, Gloucester's still going to remain neutral. This was Tristan's show. I didn't decide to offer you the bell myself. I searched, I haven't technically defied the Queen. Oh, well, we at it. Let's get on things straight. I have no plans to help the Round Table Army. Fairies and humans may both be equal in Gloucester, since we value bands and friends more than anything. But in general, I still hate humans, and the Round Table Army is no exception. So please don't expect me to help them in any way, shape or form, unless they have an exceptionally good business deal for me. Ja, das war ja so klar, Mann. No, I see. So if you can work out a deal, you have no problem coming over to our side, huh? Oh, would you knock it off with the can't we all just get along nonsense? Oh, you blockheaded idealism just really pisses me off. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Never mind, just forget it. Anyway, I'm really busy right now. You guys want to wait a while? Knock yourselves out. Me, I have books to get back to. All the old Fey era documents I found in the records or just bought from Camelot aren't going to read themselves. But yeah, I think mountain climbing could be also pretty interesting. It's like something I never tried. How steep are the mountains on the side? Or at least the ones you climbed? Were they like crazy, like really with climbing gear and like a straight wall? Or pretty much just like, you know, the typical mountain where you probably don't need like the crazy mountain gear? Boom bum bum. Josh showed Bob and Thiff who's boss and rang the bell like you wanted, right? So if there's nothing else you want from me, would you just get lost already? It's like, it was kinda like a wall. Oh, so you did need a lot of equipment. Yeah, you're going straight up. Straight up is a different kind of climbing than like if you have like a normal steep just uphill, right? Will do. Bye bye. William. Thanks for waiting, you two. We made it back from the bar in one piece. Woo! Whoa! I don't know much about fashion, so I don't have the words to describe it well, but... Ah, you look awesome, Alfred. Your battle dress was good, but this is great. You think so? You know, maybe it does. That reminds me, your new armor looks really cool too, Gareth. Haha, richtig geil. Harry, was mit dir? Happy kalt? How? Me? I'm fine. I was just a little taken aback by Altria's new outfit. I'll be damned, I guess fairies from paradise really do have all the same taste in clothes. I'm glad to see you and Gareth are no worse off via Aza, habituate. Okay, let's get out of Gloucester then. We don't want to keep Percival waiting too long. Oh, don't worry, I already bought the souvenir for Radar bit. He's much more innocent than he looks, so I know he'd be disappointed if he didn't bring something back for him. Riesige Karotte! Hey, Paddy! Just like a birb falling down and hitting a stone with it. Nein, danke. Oh, but no! Oh, but no! Hey, Paddy, wie geht's? Wie steht's? Das ist der Chance. Alles gut bei dir? Du alle steckende Socke. Was hast du bisher so Schönes getrieben? Hey, that's real considerate of you, Baron. This year, me and my friends from Norway, Iceland, and in Denmark will be exploring the extreme northern part of Greenland, where there aren't any people living there. Oh, nice, nice. You're gonna do photos and videos and stuff? Well, hey, that sounds like a pretty cool thing, right? Now, if only a certain someone could name would start following your example. Speaking of souvenirs, we get some the last time we left Gloucester too, didn't we? Oh no, those fairies are doing. Wanna go say hi before we leave, Altria? And how long do you plan, like, to have the trip on there? Next year, me and my mod and some family members are preparing for East Sea. We're driving to the East Sea in Germany, and yeah, we're gonna have a little trip for a week. That's what we planned. Ja, hab halt bis September nichts zu tun und muss mich halt irgendwie beschäftigen. Ich glaube auch, was bis September, das ist, ey. Das ist immer noch Halbzeit, nee, über Halbzeit sogar. Immer noch Urlaub, ey, die Sau, der gute Paddy, ne? Hat er einfach Urlaub ohne mich. They actually believe you if you introduce yourself as the Child of Prophecy now. Oh. I will take pictures with my camera. My friends will bring their camera equipment. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, also probably, if I get my puppy, I'm probably gonna do more photos and videos and stuff also. I never was like a guy who does like a lot of photos and stuff. But I think it's a shame not doing it, right? Like, you miss out on so many things. Nee, kein Urlaub, hat keine Arbeit mehr. Was? Haben sie sich rausgeschmissen oder was? Richtig frech. Bist du jetzt arbeitslos oder was? Ja, okay, was hast du denn vorher eigentlich gemacht? Huh? You mean those fairies from last time? Aber du hast ja schon was in Aussicht, wenn du sagst, bis September musst du nur. Also gehen wir mal davon aus, dass du dir schon wieder was gegeiert hast. No, not today. It's a little too late for a surprise visit now. We can thank them the next time we're in town. Bum bum. Right, Atria, you can see them anytime you come back here, can't you? Right, besides, I don't have anything to give them now. Anyway, next time I make sure I have lots of thank you gifts before I pay them a visit. Got it. Then let's get going. Time is money and we still have to discuss our next move. Temporary, if you also, you can share them in my Discord if you're interested then, if it did happen though. So I would be pretty much interested in seeing like the landscape. So if you don't mind sharing the pictures. Okay, let's head back to Percival and Red Rabbit. Bam bam bam. Let's go. Oh. Immer noch kein Ausdauer vorbei. Mein Ausdauer geht schon bald wieder hoch, wenn es so weitergeht. Die ist schon fast wieder auf Max. Halleluja. Ist das London? In the 19th century Japan, around the end of Edo period. Hey, das ist London! Some of my friends will bring their flags, Norway, Ireland and Denmark, and will take the flag of Greenland and put them on a mountain. We will mountain climb and camp a lot. Oh, that sounds pretty amazing. But I hope you're gonna have like tons of fun though. Kann man so sagen, also das Gebäude soll angeblich im September fertig und man kann anfangen, wenn ich besuche ich mal örtliche Handelskammer, ja, die gute Handelskammer. Ja, und dann drücke ich mir die Daumen, dass das dann halt alles soweit klappt, ne, weil das ist ja auch scheiße, einen ganzen Monat ohne Kohle, ne. Very long trip and I hope everything goes well. Yeah, I hope so too. You also need to pretty prepare, at least very well prepare stuff in advance for it, right? The Satsuma domain sent a number of promising new men overseas, so that they could one day help Japan prepare for the age to come. Their ultimate destination was London, the capital of the British Empire, the city leading to the charge into the modern area. Ja, ich hab's gewusst, it's London! It's London! I knew it! This man was not chosen for the exchange program. The bell tower, right? He had been born to a poor samurai family. He had no property, no social standing to merit his inclusion in history. While he may not have been chosen as one of the students, he was able to stow away on a boat carrying them, disguised as one of its crew. At this point, he no longer remembers why he left his homeland. Maybe he didn't want to be there for the end of an era. Maybe he was simply fed up with his culture. Or maybe he just wanted to see what life was like in another country. Either way, he no longer remembers. Still, there was one thing he loved more than his country, his family, his friends, or even people in general: art. We will see eye-catching sights and I hope we can see the Northern Lights together. It will be amazing and I will cherish these upcoming memories forever. Yeah, that's like something that's pretty crazy, right? You're never gonna have like, or at least you don't have that many options to get like a gas ring like that, right? Ach geht, ich mache halt halbwegs dann Ray einfach von der Familie durchfüttern. Ja gut, lass dich einfach durchfüttern. Nom 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 nom. Aber ich sag mal, solange du halt immer ein bisschen was auf Kant hast und mir die ganze scheiß Versicherungsrotze, ne, die wollen ja uns steuern und die kommen ja immer, hier, Money, 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 Money. Ja, ne? The only memory from the time he still barely retains is the promotion he felt upon arriving at the harbor. His eyes sparkled at the new world that lay before him. Compared to the stagnant hometown he had left behind, me as well have been another planet. Ich kann mich noch erinnern, nämlich wo ich arbeitslos war. Ich hatte halt auch mir ein bisschen was so aufgebaut. Am Ende war das fast weg. Alles, was ich da hatte, das nur alleine eine ganze scheiß Versicherung, ne? Wir haben das alles aufgefressen. The man slipped away from his work at the ship and began exploring this new city with only a map as his guide. It was like a dream come true. He wished he could stay longer. But he was cunning. He knew the reality of the situation. He knew that dreams inevitably end and timetables need to be followed. As long as he returned to the harbor to sea by sunrise, he would still be punished, but at least he would have a way home. So after checking the time and confirming he still had plenty of it, he snuck into a third noble's mansion. Ach ja, bis jetzt habe ich nur die Krankenversicherung. Ja gut, die frisst ja aber trotzdem. The mansion in question was home to many beautiful works of art. But there was one picture in particular which was so eerie and disturbing that it took the man's breath away. Reluctantly, he slipped back out of his mansion, returned to the harbor where the exchange student's ship was docked right on time. It took him a full day to realize he had inadvertently wandered into an even stranger or more unfamiliar land. I forgot to mention that we would swim in a canoe and hope that we can see seals. Oh, seals! Also, whales would also be pretty crazy, right? But because there are no, or at least no humans normally at all in that area, right? So the chances are pretty high, right? Yeah, I also oh god, the last time I did like swim in a canoe was like years and years ago. I almost can't remember though, but I know I did. We did have some canoe tours in the past though. Somebody, anybody, help! Please, I just want to go back to Japan. Dun 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 dun. From that point on, the man's life was filled with adventure. Soon afterwards, he was captured by fairies, made into a slave. As the fairies' captive, he endured countless hardships. When the fairies thought he had reached his expiration date of 30 years, they set him free. But since he was not originally bred and raised in Fairy Britain, he still had many years ahead of him. Oh! While the land of the Fae was far too harsh an environment for a man of 55 to endure, he had made sure to observe the fairies around him closely over 30 years of slavery. He raised his own identity, hired fairy brokers of his own, and founded a company. He had his fairies kill other fairies, dissect them and study them. There was a time when I used to be friends with this one baby seal. Oh, that's pretty cute. But yeah, they also, I just can remember, mostly from videos though, like how the baby seals snort, right? Just pretty crazy and cute. Und weil ich so begabt bin, Passwörter rauszukriegen, benutze ich was WLAN von meinen Nachbarn. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 oder was? Ja gut. He then created a serum of perennial youth to slow his aging process. It's effective and nearly imperceptible, but it was better than nothing. He continued his efforts for the next 40 years, becoming a 90-something-year-old man who still looked like a young fairy. But yeah, seals are pretty cute in general. But yeah, the crazy thing is like, you don't want to like get a combination of seals and killer whales, right? I would feed it and pet it. Miss that little guy. Oh, sounds pretty sweet though. He's probably all ground now, right? Also wenn man Langeweile hat, kommt man schon mal auf Ideen. But the problem is not every human is nice, right? So being like nice to like animals and stuff is a good thing, but Yeah, it's the problem is when they, yeah, I think so too. The problem is mostly if they get like what's it called? If they have no fear at all of humans and then can backfire, right? That's also something that can happen. But probably in Greenland, where you are from, there should be no such a problem. I think in higher populated areas that's more of a thing though. Like I was once in Egypt, and the crazy thing is in Egypt, their own people, their own inhabitants, the Egyptian people, were like trampling all over like the coral reefs, like destroying them completely and trying to catch fish with like plastic stuff. And yeah, total crazy. You can't even think about that shit. Wenn man mal Langeweile hat, kommt man ja schon auf eine Idee, ja, ne? Ein bisschen. Aber hey, für WLAN. Mal gucken, wie lange er es mitkriegt. Oder wie er es nicht mitkriegt. Even then, he made it a point to only deceive the Earth Clan. The Earth Clan fairies were narrow-minded and obstinate, but they also valued technology and were willing to trust someone based on the quality of their goods rather than their personality. Damn, yeah, pretty much. They were completely lacking in business acumen. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes they also have like bird catching devices in the beaches, right? And the crazy thing is, you have everywhere in the world where like you have like specimen who almost died out, and they're always like in like a program where you cannot catch them, right? And then the problem is they're flying over the winter, right? And they fly exactly over the beaches, and they catch them like en masse, right? Really en masse, and then they just sell them or eat them or whatever shit. And so a lot of birds are dying out because of that. Ich hab schon seit fast 4 Jahren. Ja gut, das ist natürlich auch nicht schlecht. And so the man became the Earth Clan's leader, secretary, found he got along with the leader better than any other fairy. There was even something of a friendship between the two. The Earth Clan's leader genuinely cared for the man. Together they started their own company. Jetzt weiß ich, wer es ist. And so Spriggan and Capeless, Fairy Britain's very first general department store, was born. Sometime later, the man murdered the Earth Clan's leader in cold blood. He needed his name to develop knowledge further in service of his goals. There's no one left in Fairy Britain who knows the man's original name. I doubt proper human history is any different. Ja gut, aber ja. Ich glaube, der Typ sollte mal gucken, wer da alles in der Leitung drin hockt. Da bist wahrscheinlich nicht nur du drin. SW, I don't know when I'm going to get a decent night's rest again. Orders have been pouring in non-stop ever since yesterday. Camelot, Londinium, Edinburgh, or iron weapons are selling as fast as we can make them. And then there's the remnant of Woodhu's army and Gloucester's Bell of Pilgrimage. Fairies calling for Morgan's downfall have been popping up in villages all throughout the land, not just in the major cities. Good grief, I can only imagine how the Queen must feel seeing her 2000 years of rule come to this. Queen Morgan may be a great ruler, but the masses still have no idea just great her accomplishments are. Only a scant of handful of them could even begin to comprehend the sheer scale of her strategy. It's a lot like how these who live in the cities only see their own homes and completely miss the fact that the city wouldn't exist at all if not for the ground it's built on. Also, when I was canoeing all by myself, there was a group of bowhead whales near me, and I got a little scared that they would hit me with their tail. Yeah, I can understand it, but I think the whales are pretty intelligent, right? Are they prone to bumping into people, or are they more prone to like avoiding? It's really hard for me to tell, but I never heard like anything that they would like really bump into you and killing you over, right? Doch, nur ich und der hocken darin, hab teilweise recht die Einstellung. Oh, nicht schlecht. Ah. Well, this is a surprise. It almost sounds like you want Morgan to keep ruling. Not at all, I'm simply stating facts. Personally, I agree with the world at large. It's time Her Majesty stepped down. I'm not even saying she's at fault, she's simply been in power for far too long. The Queen has made an excellent country, but her values are simply too old-fashioned. Can hardly blame her, seeing as she over 2000 years old. Countless generations of her subjects have come and gone. In that time, the values have changed. If the Queen continues her policy of being at one with nature while tightly controlling the human population, this island will never grow beyond its current tiny size. There are few things more frightening than the harm perpetrated when out-of-touch, grunted, grassy old parts are meant to be changed out, not left running forever. Yeah, these whales are non-aggressive. Like, I think, for what I've heard, even killer whales are not aggressive to humans, right? Because it's like as if they have like an understanding what would happen if they attacked a human, right? But I think they would still be scary as hell though. But I've never heard like a story where a killer whale attacked people, right? Of course, I have no intentions of becoming king myself. And the funny thing is, what was it? Killer whales are not whales, but they're like dolphins, right? They're predators from dolphins, right? I think. You get also killer whales up there, I think, right? Even in the world of proper human history I came from, Britain was ruled by Queen. So I believe Fairy Britain is also best ruled by Queen, wouldn't you agree? Then who did you have in mind for the next one? Ideally, I would prefer a bright and cheery fairy who genuinely loves her people. One of surpassing beauty who is more wicked still and preferably ignorant of her own foolishness. Aurora? No, that would be a queen worth supporting. If never ever serve another overly intelligent ruler in my life, it will still be too soon. So that's why you choose her. True, she does seem like she would be a good fit for you. Orcas are part of the dolphin family, so yes, yeah. But still funny that they named like killer whales, right? But the chances of that coming to pass are negligible. She has no hope of defeating Morgan, much less assuming the throne. Right, you are. As far as I know, there's only one person out there capable of defeating her. And as luck would have it, my soldiers keeping an eye on the battlefield just happened to find them. All I have to do now is decide when to send them in. I must say, I'm glad we're in Britain. No one else here is familiar with the idea of using a piece captured from the enemy for your own ends. You're not born with a trump card, you gain them as the spoils of battles. That said, I haven't exactly had many opportunities, or what to say, opponents to play with over these last 100 years. Ja gut, der futtert auch die Fairies oder was? Oh Mann. They let me escape. They took pity on me, Dark Queen's daughter. Beryl was there helping me. I wasn't holding anything back. So why? Why couldn't I win? Me, the High Queen's own daughter. Ah! The experience of these bowed whales that I saw was stunning and beautiful. I think that's like an experience for itself, right? Normally, even if you go out in an ocean to some degree here, you would probably never see whales because there just are too many humans nearby, or it's too many traffic, right? The only thing I saw was like, I don't know if it was a shark or a dolphin. I only saw like a little bit, so like poking out of the water. And yeah, we pretty much got it about at that point. So yeah, we were just nope, out of there. Mother doesn't need any daughters but me. There doesn't need to be any other mages than me. If only I had some magecraft that was just mine, something special, fit for the queen's high daughter. Oh. What was I thinking? I've lost it all. All I have to do is bring the garden from Mother's throne. Weiß nicht, ob das so eine gute Idee ist. Plum. Nice. Pure Prisms. Manchester. Neuer Abschnitt. Da, 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 da. Avalon La Fay. Manchester. Nature's amazing, but it can also be weird and creepy. Yeah, mostly if you have like a hard fear of the unknown, right? Percival, we're back! That's, yeah, I'm not really good like with swimming in like deep places where you have no sight at all what's under you. That's like a pretty hard thing to do for me. But that has something to do with like in the past, like we had a friend of my dad, or not a friend, it was more like a working partner, and he was like always like dipping down his children like under the water. He was like super forcefully, and my parents said that he also did that with me, and I can't remember that at all, but I have like a really hard time like in water swimming if I don't see shit. But yeah, yeah, I can still do it, but like even if I do it, like my head is spinning like what would happen, right? That's like pretty shitty. Hello everyone, I'm glad to see you all safe and sound. Congratulations on another job well done, Altria, Imoto. I think everyone in Britain must have heard the Bell of Pilgrimage ring. Oh, ich habe gerade gesehen, Sash ist auf Kick online gegangen. Das ist immer interessant. Dann habe ich ja dann auf jeden Fall schon mal eventuell ein Ziel. As your exclusive Knight Rider, I too couldn't be happier about this latest success. On a different subject, did you happen to pick me up a souvenir? I don't know if you remember this. But there was no easy feat for us ferry horses to transport you out from Londinium to Gloucester in only half a day. But if you're talking about creepy and in nature, there's also something I remember right now. One of my followers, he was like, I don't know if he's still watching. Foxy, bist du noch hier? Wenn nicht, he was like on a holiday in America and he went like to an aquatic zoo. And for whatever reason, the workers there did throw him into a container with white sharks, the great white sharks. And the one really big white shark was like sniffing at him, and he was completely underwater, like, whoa! Like, no, thank you, no, thank you. That would, I think I would be hella angry at that, though. Of course, we remember. Here you go, 2-in-1 hair restorer and suntan oil. I found it at a shady-looking hole in the wall. It's just one of many different magecraft trinkets being sold there. No thanks to Altria's previous escapade. Hair restorer for horse. There's no need to hide it. I already know you're a fashionable fairy who cares a great deal about his appearance. Be honest, I'm really itching to change your look now that Altria has done the same. You're a great fairy, Baron. A shady looking hole in the wall, you say? Sounds like the perfect place to be. What? Alright, now that radar spirits have been lifted, let's say we head back to Londinium. Next to our list is Oxford's Bell. Once we ring that, this war will be really kick into high gear. Actually, there's something else we should take care of first. Would you mind if we changed venues so we could discuss our future plans a little more privately? Oh, that, huh? Okay, why don't we try going into these woods over there, away from the highway? If I see a great white while I'm canoeing, I would instantly go to the coast. Yeah, I know. Great whites are pretty scary, right? Well, normally they shouldn't do things. But if they like circle you, I would getting nervous though. Same for Crocs though. What's he say? Damn, sorry about that. I didn't know this force was actually a mouse nest. Please stand back, fairies. The Round-Table Army will handle this. No need to worry about us. Those moles won't be able to lose us while I touch them. Oh, was mit Rädern passiert? Red was going red. I'm red a bit. The fairies steed of flame. See for yourselves how my body burns. Come, Sir Percival, come, Lady Gareth. Let us demonstrate what the Knights of the Round Table truly aspire to. Diese guckt man, diese geil guckt. Holy Mann. Na, da haben wir doch. Kamui, komm her. Okay, verflucht. So, warte mal. Bibi, du kommst rein. Oh, wer war da? Okay, die sind alle da vorne. Yes. Na. Komm her. Du. Angriff! Obwohl, eigentlich... Wait. Na egal. Ist ja eh nur für die Runde. What's this creepy that this ocean, especially the deep ocean, because I only have explored like 5% of it. Imagine can run wild at this down there. Yeah! I don't know. Do you know like oh god. Do you know like the Cthulhu books? Like of the old gods and stuff from... Oh no, its name is gone. The older horror stuff. I hope there isn't a shark that is way bigger than a great... You mean a megalodon? Hey, by the way, Megalodon, we get a new movie, right? Meg 2. We get a new Meg 2 movie in the cinemas, right? Like all the shark movies are also going under my skin though. So, was machen wir denn am besten? Kyo Nanode! Redder, I can't use the ulti from Redder again. I heard about that. Yeah. Oh god. H.P. Lovecraft. Now I remember. H.P. Lovecraft was it. I did read like a lot of books. Or at least a lot of books. I also heard like a lot of stories from H.P. Lovecraft. And yeah, the Lovecraft Toma is something else to behold. So if you like listening to horror stories, I can definitely say if you're on YouTube, Mr. Creeps is pretty good at it. If you know him already. So, warte mal, wir müssen mal bam.
結構素早いので
Bayernode.
結構頑丈なので
Ganjo Nanode. Warte mal. Zack. Ochi.
まっすぐにいけ
Okay.
これで勝利
Ready.
これくらい
Tada. Wow. My dad was a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, H.P. Lovecraft is really special, I think. I really love and enjoy the horror story of him. I think the most crazy story that got my neck tingling like hell was rats in the ceiling. Was it in the ceiling or the... I think it's what rats in the ceiling, right? This one was pretty crazy. So, was haben wir noch alles hier?
これならなんとかなりそうです。
なんとかなりそうです。Obwohl, warte mal. Crit. Gut. Das geht immer so. Gut.
Jinbai Tai.
Jinbai Tai. Mal.
良いでしょう。
自分でもよくわからないのですが
Pap. Das haben wir.
参ります
参ります。はい。Nice. That. Oh, okay. Hey. Okay, I would have one-shotted it though. Warte. Stabs. My dad would write horror stories about the ocean and the cold, icy landscape like Greenland. Oh, nice. Also, the funniest thing, I also did play like the Dead Space games. The Dead Space games are really crazy. Like the first and the second one were also pretty good, but the third one was so not much more horror anymore. But you also had like the book that played like before the first game, And also like an ocean thing. And yeah, that book was scary as hell. I always miss my dad. I haven't seen him for so long. Oh, so he's not living with you in Greenland? I don't know if you told me about him the last time. Is he one of the guys who's also living in Germany that told you to come back? Warte mal, mach mal. Yakoyo! So, Jinking! So, das kann jetzt wehtun! Omakase de Kasai! He lives somewhere else in Greenland, including my mother. But yeah, Greenland is also pretty big, right? So you'll probably be living apart, like at a good distance. I don't know if you have like a car or something. Was haben wir denn hier alles? Warte mal, das. Genau so. Yes. Good chips. Knight Rider! Was Knight Rider not a car? Wait. I know what to do. Hallo, Schwester! I live by myself in the most northern independent town in Greenland. Oh. So, your parent, or at least your dad lives in opposition? Stop! Go, go, baby, go! Cast the cutting crater! Oof. I don't own a car or motorcycle, only have a boat. Okay, that's what I thought, because you told you it's hard to reach your dad, right? Well, I have a car, but I mostly don't use it. My parents are living like 150 kilometers away from me, so they're in a different state. But I'm also not like a big family guy. Like, I visit them from time to time, but it's not that I like get like homestruck or something. There's a one to go big. So I'm pretty having a great time living alone like here. Wieso ist mein... no, die ist gestorben, no! Du miese Ratze, Mann! Das hat mein... Oh, das hat's gecancelt! Verflucht! Hey! Hier, komm! Bring um, Junge, bring um! Tagematsuke, Klapp! Tschüss! Ja, guck mal, wie wir da haben. Ja, wir brauchen eh nicht mehr großartig. Radio, ne? Tschüss! Watashi desu. They both live in Nuuk, which is the capital of Greenland, while live in Kanak, with 646 people living here, okay? And if you go visit your parents, or at least your dad, what's the distance though? On foot it's like, if you're only having like 50 kilometers, it's also like pretty crazy. But if I think in Greenland, I think more like on horseback, right, for some reason. So I was actually thinking of ringing a different bill of pilgrimage next. We know exactly where Oxford's bell is. We know that Woodwose is gone. We can ring at any time. So I proposed that we head to Orkney next. Morgan is bound to be watching Oxford right now, which should mean Orkney is ripe for the picking. I see, that's a good point. We will have to make our way to Orkney eventually after all. And since none of the Queen's troops have been deployed, they now would seem to be our best chance. Unfortunately, it's not quite that simple. The Queen will send her army after us the moment we head to Orkney, to say nothing of Nognaria's army in the north. It takes... What? What? 1.6 kilometers? 1,600? Okay, that's a big distance. Okay, okay. I never expected that big of a number though. Like, my parents are like, what, only 150? But that's a distance, like a crazy one. So I think it would be safer to advance the Round Table army near Camelot and have some troops protected us on the way to Orkney. So yeah, you will definitely need a car, or at least you like a train, something like that. But I don't know how much like your train system is built up. But I think you definitely like oh Greenland, what bugger, what dummy. Greenland doesn't have like the train system. That would be funny though. Just the sound about like no, you can definitely gonna have trains. That would be something. No, if you go there as an army, Nognaria will mobilize the army in response. She's already gone to the record saying she's the child of prophecy as an obstacle and Altria is a rival. So if Altria makes any overt moves, she'll have no choice but to get in our way by virtue of her position as queen. Trains? We don't... What? You really don't have any trains? I definitely thought you still have at least something. Holy moly. Nah, that's no wonder that's so hard like to go around then. You only have then, so the most used transportation method of boats on your side, right then? Boats, cars and motorcycles, right? Then that's pretty much it. I still have like a lot of people that use horses there. But even if you use horses like 1.6 kilometers, that take days, right? Oh no, God, I missed it. And if you absolutely have to, we need them on our side fighting Morgan instead. Right, Percival, Altria? Right, we would like nothing more than to form an alliance with the Northern Fairies. Not as allies in the fight against the Queen, but as fellow citizens of Britain. We've tried sending messengers to Nognaria several times, but unfortunately she won't even give us a time of the day. I mean, Nognaria does hate humans. Actually, I don't know if I'd say hate so much as loathe. But never mind, that doesn't matter now. Anyway, I agree with Da Vinci. I think the fourth bell I ring should be Orkney's. Once I do that, we can stop by Nognaria camp on the way home. Should be willing to negotiate with us now. Yeah, you're the child of prophecy in both name and deed now. The Chocolate Queen can't afford to ignore you anymore. Chocolate Queen! Okay then, the question is, how do we get to Orkney without anyone finding out? What if we went through the Lake District? It's a marshland in northwest Britain, and constantly mirrored in fog. The terrain is much too treacherous for an army to cross, and it's full of moors too. Both Nognaria's army and the Royal Army always keep their distance. It would be much more dangerous road than taking the highway, but... Sounds like a good idea to me, let's do it. We only got but so many people with us. We'd better off dodging moors than an army. I guess that's true. What do you think, Imoto? I trust Da Vinci! Let's go! I see, then I guess that's that. Personally, I don't think splitting off from our army is a good idea, but I guess you guys are used to moving about as a small elite unit. For a team with your skilled selectors, which shouldn't be much of a problem. Good luck, I'll be rooting for you. Huh? You're not coming with us, Byron? Of course not. The Round Table army is in the middle of a rapid growth period. Someone has to stay and keep an eye on them. We would take helicopters, airplane, boat, or even travel by dog sliding for the right distance. Oh, dog sliding! You still have dog sliding. That's nice. But yeah, you also have like a lot of ice and snow still. But we don't have any snow almost anymore here. So yeah, that's pretty sad though. And powering up the Child of Prophecy with the Belts of Pilgrimage is important, of course, but so is improving our army. First, I'd like you to come along and command the Round Table Army too, so we can secure Oxford's Bell. It'll leave Londinium a little thinly guarded, but if you go by Oxford, we arguably won't need it anymore. And once that happens, the Queen's army won't have any more reason to attack there. Then it's settled. Ultra Emoto, Muramasa, Da Vinci, Gareth, Habetrot will set out for Orkney's Bell by way of the Lakes District. Whether would you be willing to help them? I can certainly take them as far as the edge of the Lake District, when we will be able to bring the wagon in there. So once I've seen all of you off, I'll lay low in Edinburgh and pretend to be a wandering knight. You'll all be stopping by Edinburgh on your way back from Orkney, right? So I rendezvous with you there. You don't have roads between towns, so these are the options for traveling. Oh yeah, if you don't have any roads, then yeah, it definitely makes sense. That sounds perfect. Where have you been hiding all these smarts? For that matter, why are you tolling away as a raw secret wagon horse all this time? You could have had a much more prestigious career on the Woodwoos. As you can see, I've always had an affinity for the wind, so the Windclan City feels like home to me. But yeah, that's something like having like no roads and stuff. That's like something I really, it's just really hard for me to imagine. Did you say you were the fairy steed from Freya, Emilia? Alright then, Oberon, I will head back to Londinium. Wait, I'm going with you too. I'm sorry, Altria. I know this is selfish of me, especially after I declared myself the Child of Prophecy's #1 knight. I know my going back to Londinium probably won't make that much difference. But I can still help there, and I just can't leave its people to fend for themselves. Nick. Of course, Gareth. You have nothing to apologize for. I think it's great that you found somewhere you belong. Don't worry about me. With Emoto, Da Vinci and Muramasa, I'll be just fine. Sure, I miss having you around, but it won't be long before we get to see each other again in Londinium, so let's make sure we both gotten stronger by then. You know what's crazy? I've never been to a train or on a highway before. Yeah? I don't like going by train or with bus or something like where you have like a lot of people. That's why I like my own car like so much, because I can be my own leader in that regards, right? I can say, yeah, I'm gonna go that turn. But yeah, no, on a highway. No, on a highway is also pretty funny. But yeah, it's a thing for itself. Maybe if you're going traveling, you'll get the feel for it, or you can enjoy like a train ride. That would be also pretty nice, right? You got it! In the meantime, I'll be keeping my ears peeled for the ring of the next bell. Let's go! Platsch, platsch, platsch. See you soon! Right, take care out there. Be warned, there's a ton of ash over on that far shore, and also gets freezing cold out there. And since neither Blanca nor I crossed the ocean, we have no idea what may be going on inside Orkney. Still, whatever you find there, I'm sure it won't be as bad as what you had to overcome in the Russian Lostbelt. Oh, and keep an eye on Altria. The more nonchalant she acts, the more she's tearing up inside. Yeah, I know. Guess I needn't have bothered running you, huh? I'm glad she's in the good hands. Once we are rung the Orkney and Oxford belts, we have to move faster than ever. Also, never really experienced warm climates like in Germany or Denmark. No, yeah, the funny thing is, it's summer out here, but the last week was pretty cold. So in the meantime, I'll do whatever is necessary to find out where the 6th bell is located. Heck, I've never experienced warm summers. That's crazy, yeah? But yeah, you only have like cold temperatures. What's like the warm temperature you have there over there? That would be funny. Well, here it's getting warmer and warmer because of climate change, so at least indoors we had like over 40 degrees already. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. After that, it'll finally be time to face Morgan regardless of how the odds are stacked against us. What's more, something tells me that even defeating her won't be enough to solve all our problems. There's something else in Britain, something cursing every living creature here. Unfortunately, we haven't the last idea what it could be. Remember this, Imoto, we still know almost nothing about Britain's history. If we are lucky, maybe you find a clue as to how this world came to be the way it is in Orkney. And if we're really lucky, that clue may just give us the edge we need to defeat Morgan. Ja, ne? Wir haben auf jeden Fall das Loch noch, ne? Das Kackloch, ne? So, bling! Aber... Northern Plains, ja, ich würde mal sagen, wir machen dann auf jeden Fall übernächste Woche auf jeden Fall weiter. The warmest experience in Kanak was 4 grade Celsius. That's yeah, almost nothing. Yeah. Normally, like outdoor, what outdoor? Maybe 36, 38 ish, something. But I am not like always watching like how warm it is though. But yeah, we next week I have late shift, so there will be no stream. Or maybe on Kick and YouTube, I don't know. Maybe if I feel like it. So, but it would be like pretty much like last time in the evening, you know, where you joined in the first time, like this, because next week is late shift, so I need to work till evening. So yeah. We are gonna, at least on Kick, we are going to get someone to raid, aber ich denke mal, ich will schon wen. So, Sash, we're going definitely do the raid Sash. So, I wish you a great day. And yeah, if you want, you can join me on my Discord. So yeah, have a great time, I would say. So, also dann, time for my outro, right? So, also, ich würde mal sagen, wir sehen uns dann morgen wieder zu einer Runde 7 Days. Danke, YouTube! Yes. Tomorrow we're gonna be 7 days, though. So 7 days to die, if you wanna join in there. And ja, also, macht's gut, Leute. Tori out. Bis später. Bye bye. Lasst euch beim Sash crashen vor allem. Let's go!